addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find no matter what. Yeah, susceptible now before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell your good night, 'cause I'll find no matter what. Susceptible now before the moment flies.
Shout out. This is Andre of Andre and Andre's Love Crossing Borders. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday evening. Let's get some intro music going. We got a great topic tonight, gentlemen. We've got a great one. Looks like the Wi-Fi is acting up. Let's see if it gets a little better. Let me change that. The Wi-Fi a little better. You know, it's been a little struggle streaming the past couple of days off and on, but I appreciate you guys and ladies who dare to tread here. Appreciate you guys being here. Yeah, hopefully it gets a little better. If I have to do any changes, then those changes will be done. Because this is a great topic. This is a great topic for tonight, and I don't want anything to interrupt it. Let me see. It's blurry as can be. Let me look at it from my cell phone. Shout out to you guys here. Tonight's topic is about the appreciation of men. Quite often we don't come across as, oh, it looks good. It looks good. Okay, good. So it's not looking too bad. All right. It's all about appreciation of Black men on a global basis. Surveys have been saying lately that Black men are the most desired, and I use that word on purpose, desired men on the planet. The most wanted men on the planet are white men. Yes, they are. Because women want to use them. They want to flex them. They want to drain them. But when it comes to desire, a person whom they want to spend their life with, well, on a global basis, Black men, whether it be Black men in Africa or even especially African American men, or even Black men in the Caribbean, or even in other countries, you are the most desired men on the planet. And we're going to talk about why. Shout out to you men. Shout out to you men. Looks like I froze for a second. So I'm going to make sure I will continue to monitor myself this evening. And thank you guys for your patience. I know I had some things I had to take care of before coming to the live stream, so you guys were extremely patient with your boy, and I appreciate that. First shout out goes out to our brother Will with the super chat. Thank you guys for supporting by way of Cash App, PayPal, as well as other super chats. We appreciate that, gentlemen. We appreciate that you guys give towards the channel. Salutations, Andre and Andrea, and chat fam. Smash the like button, and please support the channel, please, by way of PayPal, Cash App, or a super chat. He said, oh, this is going to be fire and on point. Story time. Y'all know I got stories. Y'all don't know anything about being on this channel. We're like the barbershop. We are going to share stories. So shout out to all you guys here. Let's go back up to where the other gentlemen are who were here for a while, such as my brother Kenny Peoples. Glad to see that you're here, Kenny. Appreciate you. Kenny says, good evening, Dre. He said, I'm cooking with Spanish rice along with some shrimp. Yes, sir. And have some other food to put together. Take your time and enjoy the show. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He said, do tell. We are that wanted. Yes. Tonight, you're going to see we are that wanted and that hated at the same time because we're that wanted. I'll say this again. Tonight, you gentlemen are going to see that we are that wanted and that hated at the same time. Oh my goodness. Let me reset the Wi-Fi one more time because I see that it's freezing off and on, and we don't need to have that situation. So I'm going to reset the Wi-Fi. I'm going to disconnect. So I'll freeze for a minute, gentlemen, and then I'm going to come back in. Hopefully that helps us out in regards to the stream. It's starting to look a little better off and on. This wonderful world of Wi-Fi. It's like it's helping off and on. But if I freeze, blame it on my head, but not my heart, gentlemen. Not my heart. And shout out to my brother David Dice of the Dice family. Glad to see that you're here as well, Dave. Glad to see that you're here. He said, yeah, this is going to be another good one. This is going to be another good one, David Dice. We got 38 in the building. Click that like button. We like you, gentlemen. Make sure that you like us too. Shout out to my man, John, being in the building. Glad to see that you're here. Glad to see my man, Plain Man, being in the building as well. He said, wow, Dre. He said, thought it'd be a very interesting broadcast because I'm not seeing how truly desired globally. Well, hopefully you're taking advantage of your passport and you're actually being able to see that we're desired globally. A lot of times we make the mistake in the United States as men to assume that how the women in our own country see us is how women in other countries probably see us. I'll say that again. Let me turn this music down some. Sometimes we make the mistake of thinking that how women in our own country, in our own culture, sometimes, and I'll put it as sometimes see us, and we don't realize that at the end of the day, that's not how women around the world see us. Remember this, gentlemen, and don't forget this, because I always emphasize on this. America itself only makes up 4% of the world. 400 million people is not a lot among 9 billion. I'll say that again. 400 million people, which is the amount of United States, within the grand total of 9 billion people, it's not much. Women in the United States only make up 4% of the women on the planet. And then those that we desire, such as our sisters in the States, well, they only make up 14% of the women in the United States, which only makes up 4% of the women on the planet. In other words, you should judge yourself by how the other 96% of the women in the world see you, and stop being disappointed, disregarded, disrespected by the women that are only 13%, or mean 14% of the 4% of the world. There are 96% of women out there that see Black men in a different light compared to women in the United States. So this is why women in other countries, and many women in the States, are saying, we love you, Black man. We don't care about what other women in other cultures have to say. We don't even care about what the men of our own culture have to say. We still love you, Black man. And that's what you're going to hear throughout tonight. You're going to hear people that are going to shun the opinions of others. You're going to hear tonight Latin women shunning the opinions of Black women. You're going to hear white women shunning the opinions of white men. You're going to hear Latin women shunning the opinions of Latin men. Because at the end of the day, we are desired globally in all cultures. We're not just wanted because somebody wants to use us. There are women that want you to be the last face that they see holding their hand once they pass on to the heavens. That's how much they desire you. It's not just about sex. These women are going to talk about the Black man's personality, the Black man. Let's try this again. Once again, blame it on my head and not my heart, gentlemen. Blame it on my head and not my heart. And if I have to reboot, then I'll do that. But so far, so good. So it's looking a little better. So you're going to hear things because quite often when we go to other countries, one of the questions I often hear from black men, and some of you guys often hear this too, especially you content creators. Do they like black men in that country? Can black men come up in that country? I'm here to say this. There are more countries to be asking this question. Not are they attracted to black men in this country, but you should ask yourself, is this one of the few countries that aren't attracted to black men? I'm serious. Name the country, for the most part, that black men can land in and not be desired by the women. Turkey, they want you. Iran, Iraq, they want you. Middle Eastern women love black men. I'm from Detroit. I was raised around Middle Eastern women. They love brothers. Latin women, you can say Latin women don't want you? All 12 countries of South America, they want you in Argentina. They want you in Uruguay, Paraguay, Chile, Bolivia, Suriname, French Guyana, Brazil, Argentina, Venezuela, Colombia. You're going to say they don't want you in Panama? Panama is a black country. Belize? You're going to say they don't want you in Belize? You're going to say they don't want black men in Mexico? You're going to say black men are not desired in Honduras? You're going to say those European women in Poland don't want black men? Black men aren't desired in the UK, Canada. You can't name it. Even when Dennis Rodman or Jay-Z went to North Korea, even those guys were treated like royalty. Well, those are superstars. Those are black superstars. Those are men that are desired. So the question you need to stop asking is, do they like black men here? The question you need to start asking is, this one of the few countries on the planet that dare to say they don't like black men? There aren't many countries that say that. Now, when we go to other countries, are we the majority desired? No, most women in most countries on the planet want men for their own culture. Yes, but if they get a chance to be with another culture, they want to. And you're going to have to become comfortable with that, black man. And I'm serious. If you're going to be using your passports and you're going to be traveling, you're going to have to get comfortable with the fact that you are desired, and you don't have to do all that flexing and childishness and throwing money in the air like you just don't care. You don't need to be walking around with gold chains on and gold ring. You don't need to do all that. You're desired just because you showed up to the party. And I know it's hard for a lot of black men to accept that fact, that you, the black man, are desired around the world. Salute to Ronan. And speaking around the world, shout good morning to you brothers that are out there in the Philippines, including Ronan Travelers. Glad to see that you guys here. He said coffee, and he said in a lab, learning and creating. In the lab, yes, sir. He said the wanted men are like us, at peace in other countries. And that is what makes you so valuable as well as men, because we are at peace in other countries. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And shout out to my man Johnny I say Johnny, but Plain Minute once again. Glad to see that you're here, brother. Our brother Will is in the building once again. Glad to see that you're here. Let me scroll down, and we got my brother Rico. in the building saying good evening to all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to Rico being here. Also, my man Bean. And I cannot forget. Yeah, I'm feeling great today. I'm glad you asked. Thank you. I just finished hanging out with my man Terrell, my man T, hanging out with him. Glad to see that he's doing great. And I cannot forget my brother Don, aka the Don JP. Cannot forget him. Good evening. Listening at work. Get your money, brother, and get your money. Shout out to all you guys, the first shifters. Not first shifters, but you second shifters that are going to be working a little overtime. Shout out to all you second shifters. Shout out to the third shifters. All you guys that are working third shift and you're going to work a little early, we got your back. You can listen in as well, brother. Shout out to all the third shifters that are out there. Shout out also to my brother Jay Anderson, the great that is. JATG is what they call him. Yes, sir. And Mon Spaghetti, salute to you as well, brother. Glad to see that you're here, man. We're having a great time because we know that you are going to be here with us, as well as our brother Zeta. We're doing good. And we got Ricky. What have we done? What have we done correct? We got our brother Ricky showing up as well. Glad to see that you're here, Ricky. He said it's deeper than black. Absolutely correct. And we're going to hear that tonight. He said it's light skin versus dark skin. I don't know about the light skin versus dark skin, but I do know one thing. Women that desire and enjoy men of color have several reasons. And we're going to look at modern stories and see interviews from the 70s and 60s, even, of women saying in front of white men, we desire black men, and this is why. And it is not, they'll start off talking about our skin, yes, but there are so many things about you, man, that you take for granted. And I'll say that again. We as men often take for granted the things that women see valuable in us, because quite often the women in our own communities tear us down. Now, not all the time, but in modern day, quite often. And so when you get off the plane in other countries, you assume that women in other countries see you with the same dynamic and the same disdain that your own women in your own country see you. That's not true. Some of you dudes get off the plane in Brazil and get so nervous. Well, they don't black men. Then you find out Brazil is mostly black. Some of you plane in the Philippines and you thinking, oh, they don't want no brother. Come to find out, in the Philippines, they come from all different shades. So the reason why I do these particular episodes often about black, I want you guys to get off the plane with so much confidence, no matter where you get off the plane, you know that if you are in Sri Lanka or if you are in Switzerland or Sweden, that you are the most desired man there. Embrace it. Accept it for what it is. Because the brothers that are winning in these other countries, and I mean this, the brothers like Ronan, J. Clyde, Chill with Will, T-Mac, Ace Live, checking up the men, all you guys, my man, Mr. Pro for You and DR, with him and his wife, and their YouTube channel, Purpose Passports and Love, Purpose, and Passports. They're winning because one reason, they've gotten comfortable with the fact that black men are the most desired in the world. So when these men, including myself, land in particular countries, no matter what, we know that we're going to be desired by the women there. Accept it. Shout out to T-Mac being in the building as well. Salute to you being here, T-Mac. Salute to you. And YouTubing is a habit is here. We got 66 people in the building. I might not get enough time to give everybody a shout out, but this whole episode is a shout out to you men of color. It really is. And you're going to see how the part that's going to get you tonight is this: how women of other cultures don't give a damn about women in our culture, what they think about black men, and what men have to say in their culture. You're going to hear Latin women tonight talk about, I don't care what the Latin man has to say. I like black men. You're going to hear white women tonight say, I do not care what white men have to say. They are jealous of black men. I don't care what they have to say. I like men that are black. There are women that literally, like my wife, Andrea, does not care what a Latin dude has to say about her marrying an American or marrying a black man. She could care less. She don't care what family has to say. She doesn't care what friends, even though all her friends are black, what friends have to say, what her community has to say. She cares less. There are millions of women that desire you guys that could care less about what men in their culture have to say and what women in our cultures have to say. If women in our cultures want to sell this narrative that we are not the most prepared, so what? They only make up 13% of 4% of the people in the world. That's it. There's 96% of women out here and they're saying, black man, come on out here. If the black woman wants to put you down, don't worry about it, player. There are black women out here that's going to love you too. And that is, and some of you guys are going to have to be comfortable with the narrative that there are black women outside of the American black women. You can find black love outside of just American black love. And you're going to have to come to that conclusion if you're going to be traveling. To sell yourself the narrative that black love can only happen between African-American woman and an African-American man, you are selling yourself short. And you were sent to a, let me ask you this. Were you sent here by God for America or for the planet? Did God send you to a planet or did he just send you to a country? Oh, he sent you to a planet? Why don't you take advantage of it? If he sent you to a called Earth, why aren't you taking advantage of your opportunities on a planet called Earth? Why do you treat the United States like it's a planet? Let me ask you guys that. Why do you think if you can't find love in the United States, you just on suicide watch? So many black men and even white men are on suicide watch. Because why? Because you treat the United States, you treat UK, you treat Canada like it's a planet. And it's not. So come on out here and enjoy the planet that you've been sent to. It's a planet. In the United States, talking about black love and I only date black women and I'm gonna play that. Have fun. All you do that talk like that, have fun with it. We don't want you to come out anyway. I promise you, all you do that are only U.S. born and bred black lovers. I can only love a black woman from the States. She's the only one that can relate to me. If you believe that mess, have at it. Only 4%, by the way, I got a new one for you guys. Only 6% of slave ships, 400,000 slaves landed in the United States, by the way. Out of the millions that landed in the Caribbeans, including South America. So all of you, she's the only one that can relate to me and what I go through. You got cousins and aunties and family members in South America that can relate to you just as much of what black people have gone through. In the Caribbeans that can relate to you, and in Central America that can relate to you just as much as the sisters in the States that relate to you. Whoever's been selling y'all that narrative, because they didn't sell it to me, whoever sold you that narrative that black men can only be loved by black women in the United States, and you can't be loved by a black Brazilian, you can't be loved by a black woman from Haiti, you can't be loved by a black Puerto Rican sister, you can't be loved by a black Asian sister, or the 54 countries of Africa, you can only be loved by an African American woman. I can see why y'all on suicide watch. I can see why y'all on stores. I understand. I do. I really understand, because if we're stupid enough to, in 2026 to believe that these women in the States are the only women that can love you like you need to be loved, black man, even though you were sent to a planet, you are living your life bass backwards. You are living your life bass backwards. So if that's what you're playing, loving black women in the States, enjoy it. We will not curse you. We will not put you down. But I'm telling you, you're doing yourself a disservice by thinking that other women don't desire you just as much, if not more, than the women that are back in the States. Shout out to my brother in the building. Let me get him clicked up. He said, I never knew about America being only 4%. Yeah, America population, that 400 million people, we only make up 4% of the planet. You can look it up. We actually, if y'all want to be correct, we make up 4.3% of the planet. That's it. America, United States, the United States is 4.3% of the planet of black people. Between Canada, Central America, the Caribbean islands, they only make up, we are only 50 million black people. When you take Canada, the United States, and Central America, and the Caribbean islands, we are only 50 million black people. Brazil alone, over 110 million black people. Just Brazil. When I tell you, you got cousins that got off the boat that didn't go to the States, you got aunties down here in South America. You got cousins, uncles, pawpaws, mamas, all in South America. In South America alone. Now, we said black people in Central, the Caribbeans, and North America, 50 million black people. Just in South America alone, 150, you can look it up, 150 million black folks. You sit up here on suicide watch for them sisters back in the States. For them big girls back in the States, you ready to click, click, clack, clack, but for that. Is that what y'all telling me? You telling me that you willing to give up everything, go to jail, get locked up, DV, all type of madness, y'all getting in fights and struggling, she ain't respecting you, she cussing you out, she all over YouTube and TikTok, just tearing you down. And you gonna stay there because of black love. And you don't think that black love could happen any place else but the United States. And if you don't get it in the United States, you on suicide watch? You putting that thing to your head for them big girls. Big girls. Tonight is to let you men know, put that thing down and realize you are appreciated around the world. And there are other black women that want you just as much as those women back home in the States. Until we realize that, guys, I'm telling you, we're doing ourselves a disservice. Zeta says this. Shout out to all 83 in the building. Zeta says they're trying to corrupt your stream so that you won't give an honest truth of life-changing experiences overseas for black men. They don't like that. I'm gonna tell a story that a brother shared with me the other day. He told me, he said, Dre, anytime you want to share this story, you can. I want to change the music real quick. And I may not get a chance to give a shout out to everybody tonight, but I appreciate and I got love for you brothers. I was on the phone with a brother a couple of days ago, right? he's about to get married. He called me. I called him just to check in on him because he would send me photos, and I would see him post on Facebook, and I would see this brother with so much peace and happiness. And I remember when he first came down to Colombia, he was just having fun like everybody else. And then he started traveling around all of South America. He was having his fun like all of us do when we first started traveling. Little lady here, a couple of ladies there. And then he came back to Colombia, and he met a special somebody. And so I said, hey, I've been looking at your pictures, bro. I said, I see that joy and that happiness. I said, what's going on? He said, Dre, I'm gonna ask her to marry me. So we talked about it and everything. And he said, I'm gonna say something to you, Dre. He said, I was actually on suicide watch too in real life before I came across your channel. He said, I was done. He said, I'm done. He said, I was done with the sisters, and I was done with life. And this was a young brother too. We're talking about early 30s. Cool dude, right? And he said, I was done with sisters and I was done with life. He said, I came across you and Andre, and I sat there and I just watched. He said, I didn't think about traveling or not. He said, I just sat back and I judged myself. I said, I just watched. Let's see what this couple is talking about. He said, and over time, I said, I watched you guys in your blueprint. I'm gonna tell you what I did. My life I wasn't on suicide watch, but my life was just as tempestuous. A bunch of money. This brother has money too. Tempestuous, but my life was empty. And I came across Tailor-Made Dreams in DR. I came across Tailor-Made Dreams, and then a couple months later, I came across Ace Live, and those men changed my life. And Tailor-Made Dreams has had 2 channels. Now both of them are down, but his original channel, that's when I started following him. And I kid you not, changed my life. I was always a traveler anyway, but I never took my traveling serious like those. On guys. So like I said, tonight is going to be struck streaming. So every once in a while I might freeze. So blame it on my head and not my heart, right? Now the brother is about to get married. And so he said, when you think I should ask her? I said, well, you know, Valentine's Day is in September this year, Saturday, September 19th, because Valentine's Day in Colombia is called Valentine's Family and Friends Day. So you get a gift for your Valentine's, you get a gift for your family and or friend, right? And he was like, bruh, I was done with sisters. He said, I'm serious. He said, I was done with, and you know who caused him to be like that? It wasn't the sisters in Africa, the sisters that live in Europe. It wasn't the Asian Blasian sisters. Wasn't the Caribbean sisters. Can't blame it on the South American sisters or the Central American sisters. Even the Canadian sisters that live in Canada. It was the sisters that he was dating in the United States that were just like how I was feeling. They were great for sex and sexiness. I could get all the sex and I can get them to be sexy. And basically that was it. Outside of sex, and yes, she's looking sexy. I don't get any more, and I from woman to 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 woman, and I was getting sex and I was getting sexiness, but stability and standards were not available. It's kind of like batteries not included, the toy. That's how it was. Standards not included. Sex and sexiness were included, but standards, not so much. Now to see this brother gone from suicide watch with the sisters in the States, and it wasn't because of sisters in the States, of course, but to see this brother go from suicide watch to now about to get married here in Colombia and at peace and happy, and he's purchased his second piece of property. His girl is in the nursing field. I mean, really, just really good guy, great couple. They've been to 3 countries already together. This is why I want men, especially black men, to know that you are appreciated. This is not a black and white thing, black men versus black men, white men thing. It's not even a black men versus black women episode. This is all about you sitting in the barbershop and you being spoiled with a spa treatment today, gentlemen. This is the black men's episode as if it were a spa treatment to let you men know and let you men feel encouraged, no matter what height, no matter what size, no matter what age or stage of life that you're in, you are still desired. So let's continue on. Let's get started, guys. And like I said, I didn't get a chance to give a shout out to everybody that are here, such as my man, Poor Man 313, them Detroit boys.
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
Shout out to David Dice. And yeah, I was hanging out with Terrell today. I just left him at Reggae and Pops. Shout out to Flicky Sticky. He said, "What up, though?" Yes, sir. He said, ready for some food for thought. Like I said, there are a lot of guys I don't get a chance to do a shout out with, such as Bobby Coltrane of the Coltrane family. No, I haven't had a chance, but I'm going to, babe. Thank you. Give me 10 minutes, okay? All right, that's all I need. Shout out to my man Neo Moses in the building, as well as Official Kobe is here, and my man Jermon in the building. Glad to see you all here. Like I said, I won't get a chance to give a shout out to everybody because there are 88 people in the building. Make sure you click the like button. We like you. Make sure that you like us too. Let's get ready to get started with the videos. The beginning of the videos are going to start off with this, gentlemen. It's going to start off with women talking about they don't like black men. And many of these are going to be your women. So let's get ready to get started. Let's get ready to get started.
Did that video.
Now, this sister did a video a while back talking about how much she does not like black men. She said she's going to explain. She thought she was just talking to a few people. Then it went viral because other black women said, I don't like black men either. And as I said before, don't fret if the American black woman, not all, and now we know we're not talking in extremes, but enough to notice. I'll say this again. We're not talking about all black women, but we're talking about enough that we notice that they don't like us. Don't fret because enough don't like us, enough to notice, because this woman's went viral, not because of anything that she said to attract masses, but she was able to due to the fact that other black women said, we don't like black men either.
The first video I did, I expecting the response that I got. I really wasn't. I knew that there was going to be men that were going to come on there with this sentiment, but the overwhelming response that I really wasn't. And I would be lying to you.
You hear what she said? She's not disappointed because masses of women said they are not attracted to you and that they don't like you. She's not disappointed.
This says to me is that I'm not the only one.
All right. Thank you for your patience. What I actually did, I just rebooted the computer, make sure everything was up to par. Now let's try it one more time, gentlemen. Let me bring the video up. Thank you once again for your patience. Turning this down, and let me bring this video back up. And once again, this is going to be a fun night. Fun night indeed. Let's try this for a third time, gentlemen. Once again, thank you for your patience. Yes, sir. Thank you for your patience. Let's go again with the video. Actually, I know what I'll do. I'll do some cleaning real quick. Get rid of videos that I don't need here. Maybe that'll help as well. Get rid of some of the old videos. Clean this out. Sometimes your computer slows down when you have so much stuff downloaded to it as well. So what I'm doing now is just cleaning it up. Just giving a quick cleaning. Okay, we're done with that. And once again, thank you guys for your patience. And as always, when we're doing something, a good video that kind of motivating, that we often find ourselves in this scenario. So let's see. Yeah, I see that right there. Let's clean this out. And this is the funny part. Never have any issues whenever it's just me. Yeah, I saw that, Zeta. I saw that. Shout out to you, brother. And shout out to all you guys for your patience. Now let's try this again.
So when I initially did that video, the first video I did, I wasn't expecting the response that I got. I really wasn't. I knew that there was going to be some Black women that were going to come on there with this same sentiment, but I wasn't expecting the overwhelming response that I got from Black women. I really wasn't. And I would be lying to you. I would be lying to you if I said I was disappointed. I'm not.
There are Black women from your own community that are cheering on the fact that they don't find you attractive. They don't want to be bothered with you. They don't want to spend time with you. These women are cheering on the fact that they just don't desire you. Let's continue on.
Because what this says to me is that I'm not the only one. What it says to me is my own experiences and things that I've seen with my own eyes. Not necessarily what happened to me, but what I've seen. It just validates that other sisters are seeing it and experiencing it as well. That's what it did.
It's amazing how they call us brothers, and we're consider them as our sisters, but yet they despise us. We could sit up there in conversations with them and say, well, sister this or sister that, and yet they despise you. While they call you brother.
For me, lets me know I ain't crazy. That there really is an issue in our community when it comes to the men. It is a sad situation, but it is a reality nonetheless. And this is why sisters need to start moving differently. Because the one thing that you can't control is men in our community. You have no control over them. But what you can control is how you deal with them. That's what you can do. That's what you have control over. How you're going to deal with them. That's all up to you. And the sooner you change the way you deal with them, you're going to start seeing better results. And I am speaking from 100% experience. I deal with them accordingly.
So earlier you said African American man. Explain your see.
African American men play games.
Also elaborate on that statement.
African American men are slower to settle down. Like, they will be like in their late 30s and they still want to play around. They will be okay with being old and still fucking around with different women. And it's like, you're going to be alone in a nursing home.
While Caribbean men, Asian men, white men are more ready to lock in?
Yeah, they're ready to lock in, yes. From my experience. I'm not winning 2025. Maybe for the young girls, but for the older girls, it's giving no.
How do you destroy the black wealth in this country?
Yeah.
Destroy the black family. Make black women think that black men don't love them. Make black men think that black women don't respect them. That's all a fallacy. It's not true.
Don't be mad. Get you a Mexican, get you a Jamaican, get you a Haitian, anything but a black man. And if you want
that white guy. If it ain't white, he ain't right. All the black men were so offended. I'm stamping it. That's how I felt.
Your boyfriend, which is he's over
him
here,
right there.
he heard this video and said, "Nah, I'm good because I'm not black."
My man said that Jamaicans aren't black.
Is that's the conclusion you came up with?
At first, I said I'm not black because I'm Jamaican. It's a difference.
People don't understand when we say we black. Then people are, oh, we all black, and then we got people in the diaspora that separate themselves like they black. I'm not black because they understand black means black American. And Jamaicans get accused of the same shit, cheating. Like, so how y'all separate yourself?
I'm really just convinced that Charles not like to see black. I'm sorry. Like, all this negativity about Raymonte and his friends and y'all being weird and wishing bad on him, it's just so fucking weird. Like, why are we mad that this man is getting the bag from genuinely being himself with his fly ass friends? What the fuck is the problem? And that also just takes me to the point of how y'all hating on Bronny too. And look, I don't know nothing about no motherfucking gay for real, so please. But it's just like, regardless of how well of a player he may or may not be, LeBron James is this man motherfucking daddy. At the end of the day, say whatever you want to, but it's black excellence. Call it what you want. But why are we sitting here gonna be mad and hating on these folks because they popping? Like, the two things I just keep seeing on my fucking FYP. And black men, I'm gonna say it from me to you, this is just straight up. Black women, 80% of them, they don't like you.
Now, when black women say certain things, we need to go ahead and listen in and listen close. When black women say certain things, we need to listen in and listen close, because they hear behind closed doors how these women talk about us. The one brother said that's not real life outside of social media. Black women love you. We love you, black man. We love you. But we aren't behind the closed doors with black women. We only hear and notice what they want us to hear and notice, just like vice versa. They think they know us, but they aren't around us all the time. And David says this respectfully: how many men are happy and peaceful dating, dealing with women in general? Also, did you see the Russian guy who went to Ghana and exposed those sisters for white praise? I haven't seen that particular story, but I've seen those types of stories in Ghana. Yes, I have. I've done a lot of research on sisters going to Ghana and white women going down there as well. Shout out to you, Dave, with the $10 love. Yeah, far and few between. Shout out to LJ. Let's continue on, gentlemen.
80%, I am probably sure it's more, but at least 80% of black women in this day and age, it don't matter how old or young they are, they have a general dislike and hatred for you. That's your real climate, bro. See, I'm not telling you.
You know why white guys are coming out exposing the sisters? A couple of white guys that I came across on social media explained it. White guys are tired of sisters using them because they're white guys. I'll say that again. White guys are going to social media and exposing the sisterhood because they are tired of sisters running over there to use them because they're white. They're like, she doesn't like me. She doesn't want to be around me. She can't stand my behavior patterns. The way that I vote, she doesn't like. She only wants to be around me because my complexion is pale. Other than that, she doesn't even like me. She wants my money. She wants my time. She wants to flex me. She wants to showcase me, but she doesn't even want to get to know me. And white men are finally telling sisters, we are tired of you coming over here and only wanting us because of our complexion. In other words, if I was the same dude and I was black, you wouldn't even get to know me. And white men are starting to understand they are being used. Now, sisters will try to pretend like, well, y'all using Latin women. No, we don't. We love Latin women. Y'all using Asian women. No, we don't. We love Asian women. We love black women. We love Asian women. We love European women. We love Samoan women. Men love women. So to sit back and say, well, y'all just using them because y'all trying to get back. No, we're not. Not at all. Nowhere near it. Men love women. Many guys prefer their own culture, but in general, we notice women from cross cultures. But white men are starting to get fit. They're starting to catch on. They really thought that black women loved them for them. And now they're starting to follow social media, hear how women talk, and they're like, wait a minute, these women don't love me. They don't love us. They only are with us for our money and our whiteness. And if I didn't have money and if I wasn't white, she wouldn't give me the time of day. And white dudes are saying, I'm going to expose women in their home countries and I'm going to expose these women in other countries because they're tired. They're tired. Just imagine if somebody didn't want to be with you, didn't like you, and the only reason they're with you is because of your complexion and because of your wallet. If it wasn't for your complexion and if it wasn't for your wallet, that person wouldn't give you 2 seconds of their time. They wouldn't even glance at you. There are black women that are married to white men that if that exact same man with the exact same education and the exact same personality and the exact same bank account was Asian, she wouldn't have gave him the time of day. If he was black, if he was Puerto Rican, or any Latin X, if he was Australian and not white from the United States, if he was an Eskimo with the same money, same personality, same height, almost having the same avatar-ish look, because he wasn't white, she wouldn't have gave him the time of day. And white dudes are starting to catch on. These sisters are just using us for our whiteness and our money. Yes, sir. Shout out to Flicky Sticky. He said, I love foreign. He said, but especially love Latinas. Yes, sir. Let's continue on, gentlemen. You are appreciated.
Something that you ain't already felt. I'm telling you something that you know. I think it's more to. I truly think it's more to. I think it's more to. And I'm tired of being the one that's not talking about it. I've said this. This is one of the main reasons I don't have a lot of black female friends. I really don't, y'all. I don't. I couldn't imagine what it would be like as a black man. It's an abundance of you that think that all men are dogs, but we all know it means black men. The undertone of all relationship conversations is black men ain't shit. Why these black men ain't doing this? I can't bond with y'all, sis. I cannot bond with y'all when you have a general dislike and vitriol and hatred for our male counterpart. Do you not understand how goddamn psychotic that is?
I don't like dark skins. Y'all ain't shit. Dark skins are not shit. If you mix with a dark skin right now,
no. Now, first and foremost, I take no offense to this. Do you know why? Because that's her preference. But I find it real funny that when a black man says, I don't want to date a dark-skinned woman, you guys have a problem with it and call him a colorist. The comment section didn't call her a colorist, not one bit. But why do you guys do that to men when it's the same thing? And then you'll tell men, you don't love yourself, your mom's black, you're this. Well, she's black. Her mom's black. Her family's black. Does that apply to her? To me, I don't really give a shit. These topics are dumb as hell because I think you should be allowed to have a preference. I personally think dark-skinned men are fine as hell, and so are dark-skinned women. But I don't understand why we can't get to a point where we can all have an opinion without it being, you know, labels of colorist, you're racist. Calm down, relax. Y'all are so dramatic. But I think that if you're going to go and give ammo to men about this, you should do the same thing for women.
Something else that I'd like to call attention to that's becoming common. I consider myself black, so I gave birth to a son. I'm going to consider him black. I'm not for all the recent online hatred towards black men. Are you seeing it? Okay, so for somebody like me, everybody has their own personal reasons, but it's becoming more common. Women are doing think pieces of all races as to why they're through with black men. And I want to stress something to y'all. Until you have dated every black man on this planet, you can't say that all black men aren't worth dating. Now, you base it off of the experiences you had. Somebody like me, I didn't know how to pick them, okay? I was always taught that Americans, skin folk is kin folk. So I'm thinking that they're raised like us. I'm like, okay, they're going to put people, the girlfriend first, family, all that, those ideals. And the ones I chose, they just wasn't good men, okay? Didn't have nothing to do with them being black. They just wasn't good men. I didn't know how to pick men outside of my culture, and that's okay. I don't hold every black man responsible for that just because I didn't know how to pick the ones I picked. Okay, I haven't dated all of them. No, I can't come on here and say that. I was in a situation at one of those relationships where somebody that I loved was supposed to love me. This is a black American man, mind you. We was in a relationship for a long time. Towards the end of it, when he really just let me know, he said at the end, he didn't like Asians and he didn't like Latinas, but he was involved and loved Asian culture, right? What are you in there doing? Okay, anyway, wrapping it up. Stood until you stand face to face with a man that's supposed to love you. He looked me in my face and said, because I told him, then the heat of the argument, I said, you talking to me like you above me and I'm beneath you. And he said, because you are. Because of your DNA. Yes, I am above you and I am better than you. I've gone through something like
other races. Or
Listen to this, y'all, about the black
It's
man.
not the case of that. They like.
This sister was triggered when she heard this. Just listen to the woman at the top and look at the expressions of the sister on the bottom of the screen.
Other races, or they don't like black women. It's just that they have access to every other race. Other races want them. Now there is a Chinese billionaire.
Say it again. Say it loud.
It's not their fault. Other women want them, and I say this like I'm growing up in London.
And black women, you see how she just rolled her eyes? Black women in the United States just cannot grasp the fact that somebody wants us other than them. They think that if they don't want us, that we are not wanted, and that's not true. And that's what the woman up top is explaining. That black men are desired around the world, and sisters cannot wrap their minds around the fact that somebody wants you other than them.
Moved to Dubai, and honestly, you can be an Arab girl, Chinese girl, white girl, you can be Hispanic. They'll all date black men. But now, when it comes to there's Indian men that are billionaires, there are Chinese men that are billionaires. They stay in their own race. Now, is that entirely because they, love the race, or is it because they don't have universal appeal?
Universal
so the fact that black men are dating outside of their race, it's not because they love other races. I actually think they like black women more than anything. It's just that other women flock to them and don't let them stay within their own race.
You know the girl Sadia Khan. So
no, I don't know who Sadia.
Okay, so you do know who she is. She's like an Armenian looking girl, but she.
And I like what Sadia said. She said it's not the fact that black men don't want to date black women, because black men still marry black women at an 87 to almost 90% clip. It's the fact that other women will not allow black men to stay within the bubble of black love. I'll say that again, because Sadia was correct. It's not that we don't marry our sisters, because technically we do. So what's the problem that sisters are having? Sisters are having a problem with the fact that other women will not allow the black man to remain in this so-called bubble known as black love. Asian women are like, I want him too. Latin women are like, I want him too. White women, I want him too. Samoan women, Mongolian women, women from India, women from Islamic countries, such as in the Middle East. Moroccan women are saying, I want him too. And then if we just go with the sisters, Ethiopian sisters are saying, sisters from the States, I want him too. Sisters in South Africa are saying, I want him too. Sisters in Colombia and Brazil are saying, sisters, y'all got it twisted. We want that black man too. And that's why that sister was rolling her eyes and upset. Because you guys are desired and nobody's going to sit back. See, the Asian guy, and she's right, an Asian guy can be a billionaire. And ain't nobody reaching out for the Asian billionaire like that. He going to marry an Asian chick. He might have a white side chick or a white wife, but for the most part, even if you're an Asian billionaire, white billionaire, yeah, you're going to end up with a white woman too. White millionaire, you're going to end up with a white woman. You could be a millionaire in white, and for the most part, ain't nobody going to be checking for you but either an Asian woman or a white woman. Latin dudes, you could be a Latin billionaire, Latin millionaire, and you probably 9 times out of 10. Okay, babe, love you too. You're going to be in a situation where you've got maybe married a Latin woman. Black men are the only ones that don't necessarily have to be worth billions, and you are still desired. And I mean desired. You're the only ones. And black women cannot stand that. How dare you be an average black man? No matter what continent you stand. How dare you have women from other countries want you when I gave birth to you and I was there for you and I did this and I did that, and these other women won't let black love happen. And you know what those other women are saying? Damn, black love, I want him too. I'll say that again for all you black love dudes. Other women from other cultures from throughout the United States and beyond are saying this in 2026. They've kept their mouths shut and they kind of like trickled a little relationships here and a little few relationships there. Now they're like, I'm done. White women saying, I'm done. Latin women, they're saying I'm done. Asian women saying they're done. Damn black American love. I want him too. They're tired of just sitting around like, oh, black love, it's so beautiful. The African sister, she's saying, I want him too. The woman in Poland, I want him too. Scandinavian women, I want him too. They're tired of just sitting around you guys talking about some dang black love. They don't care nothing about that. They're like, listen, that black man is attractive. He's funny. He's masculine. He's tall. He's short. He's wide. He's strong. He's humorous. We think the black man is the most beautiful man. I'm going to tell you this. It's another thing. I have never seen any other culture or heard of any other culture of men being called beautiful by women as much as black men. I have never heard anybody say there was a beautiful white man. There is one beautiful white man. I don't care if they look like Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't care what white man they look like. I have never heard anybody ever call a white man beautiful. And this is not against my white brothers. I have never heard somebody say to about an Asian man, that is one beautiful Asian man. Ever. Latin brothers, you can be looking like Ricky Martin handsome. I have never heard nobody say Latin men are beautiful. But you brothers, You brothers, I have heard myself and I've heard women describing you as beautiful. His complexion, his height, his nose, his lips, his hair, his lack of hair, his beard, his mustache, his goatee, his cheekbones, his eyes, oh my God, his structure, his masculinity is so, oh my, black men are just beautiful. I don't know why you guys try to go to other countries and fight against that. I don't know why you get off planes and don't acknowledge the fact that you ladies are correct. I am beautiful. I am beautiful. You ladies are correct. And you know who has called me beautiful the most? You ready? And the ones that I've heard call you beautiful the most? You ready? Non-black women. Non-black women are the women that I've heard call you men beautiful the most and have said that. Remember I told you when I was dating the Ukrainian chick, the greatest compliment that I've ever gotten, the way that she worded it, the greatest compliment. She said, I am so glad that you are on earth. You are glad that I am on earth? As if she said that as if I had a choice in what planet to go to. And I'm so glad that you were on earth. That's how special she saw me. I'm so glad that you're on earth. I'm looking like, girl, as fine as you are, I'm so glad that I'm on earth too. She said that it is if God could have kept you in the heavens for himself, but instead he sent you to earth. I'm so glad you're on earth. I have never, and I've gotten compliments, many compliments from my sisters. I have never had a sister tell me, I'm so glad that you're on earth. And she said it with that Ukrainian accent too. And them beautiful brown eyes and that beautiful long hair. With them strong European cheekbones, and that body was banging. And she said she was happy that I was on earth. Bruh, this is how many women feel about many of us. I'll say this again. This is how many women feel about many of us. That's why I'm dedicating these type of episodes, because these women, like such as the sister right now, they acknowledge that other women don't care anything about black love. All you dudes that run around talking about black love, man, them other women don't give a damn about what you talking about. I'm serious. Those other women in other cultures, them days are, if you think white girls gonna sit back because you talking about something, it's black love. You think white girls gonna sit back now? They're gonna be like, man, if you don't get your over here, like in the words of Jay-Z. I mean, get your ass in here, let's ride. That's how white women are looking at you brothers. Talking about some black love, togetherness, the love is one. They don't give a damn about you. Them Latin girls, Latin women are not going to stop being attracted to you because you talking about some black love. Well, you not only love black women, and that's how women now are looking at us. You can go to Nepal. You can go to Spain. Go on over there and be telling the Spanish women, well, I only date sisters. And they don't care no more. They going to still keep trying. They ain't gonna question like, why you only like black women? Because I'm a black man, only love black sisters. And they don't care. So all you do is to think you're gonna sell black love like we could sell it in the 80s and 90s and 2000. That era is over. These white women ain't got no cut. Latin women, no cut. Asian women, no cut. The African sisters, no cut. They give less than a damn about what sisters in the States. You talking about black love with sisters and black love with brothers from the States. It's African women that's like, listen, I don't care nothing about what you talking about with them sisters in the States. I want you to. Now what? She got competition. So if you want something black, you're going to have to make a choice. And it's not just sisters from the States, in other words. And this is what you guys are going to have to get comfortable with. This is what you're going to have to get comfortable with. You guys are the new Moors. Remember the Moors went from Africa and Europe and ruled for 800 years? You are the new Moors. You're traveling like the Moors. You're conquering like the Moors. You're desired like the Moors. Women want to learn from you like they were learning from the Moors when they came from Africa up to Europe. They're having babies by the women all around the world, just like you guys are doing. You guys are the new Moors. Embrace it, accept it. You can deny it if you want to, but guess what? White women ain't gonna deny you because you deny you. Latin women ain't gonna deny you because you deny you. Asian women and our sisters all around the world are not gonna deny because you say, I only date black women from my country. And you think they will stop looking at your handsome ass because of that? You think because you say I date black women in the United States that all of a sudden on white women in the United States go just all of a sudden turn a blind eye to your cheekbones, to your beard, to your goatee, to your bald head, to your brush waves, to your full afro. You think them sisters gonna stop, them white girls gonna stop looking at you because you said I only date shit. You don't care nothing about that. Them days are done. Done. Sisters got competition and they're gonna have to come to the reality of that. And you gonna have to come to the reality of that. Black women now in the United States have competition. Your sisters got competition. I'm talking about the sisters in your family are not going to be getting married. Why? Because black men don't love them? No, because sisters now got competition. Aunties in our families are not going to be getting married in masses. Why? I didn't say they're not going to get married. I say in masses. Why? Because brothers realize and sisters don't want to realize they have competition. See, they think, well, the reason why the black women is not going to get married is because black men aren't getting married. We are more married than they are. Okay. If we're more married than they are, who are we marrying if it's not them? Riddle me that one, Batman. If we're not marrying black women and their marriage rate is lower than ours, who are we marrying then? We're marrying black women and others in masses. We marry others in a 13% clip. Black women marry others in like a 2 to 3% clip. Theirs is growing, but ours is growing in leaps and bounds because ours is going global. So one of the reasons why black women aren't getting married, not because I don't want to get married. That's one of the reasons. Not because, well, black men aren't asking me. That's another reason. But the third reason, we're going to have to come to the reality. Black women have competition, and many black men, such as myself, are marrying the competition. Myself, my brother Los, who married an Afro-Colombian, the brother who I told you the story about, who's about to get married to an Afro-Colombian. Some of you guys are married to Brazilian, Afro-Brazilians. Some of you dudes are married to or got girlfriends, such as my brother Austin Holloman, him and his girlfriend in Africa. Some of you guys are on the continent of Africa with sisters. So to sit back and you think that your aunties, your cousins, dads, your daughters, as they age and they hit 20, 25, 30, your daughters got global competition. Your dad, Your daughter's competition is not like it was when there was no cell phones and it was just the neighborhood boys that pick and choose who they're going to be with and date, and the days are over. Dad, if you want to raise your daughter, you better raise your daughter and tell her competition is global now. Stop trying to lie to your daughter and make it seem like, well, black love in the United States, and your daughter gonna be 45 years old and gonna be looking at you at 72 and say, Dad, where is this black love that you promised me? You promised me that black men in the United States would marry me, Dad, and they didn't. They're marrying women in other countries. Why didn't you tell me I had competition, Dad? You guys want to sit around and lie to black women, not tell them the truth. I always tell black women, whether they accept what I say or not, that's not my job. In the Bible, Paul says, one sows, one waters, God gives the increase. One sows the seed, another brother comes along and waters the seed, the information, but it's God that gives the increase. So when I let women know that your competition is not just in your community anymore, not just in your culture, and not just in your country, and if you accept it, great, then you know how to adjust. But if you don't accept it, that's cool with me, because when these lights and cameras go off, your daughters are still going to have global competition for black men. Especially American black men and Canadian black men are desired. Our African brothers in Nigeria, in Uganda, in South Africa, in Ghana are desired all throughout Europe. So you can keep on lying to your daughters, Dad, and hey, Dad, hey, baby, there's love for everybody. There's somebody. This biggest lie that men have ever told women and women have ever told men in the United States. You ready? There's somebody for everybody. That's a lie. How is it somebody for black men? Riddle me this. How is it somebody for everybody if there's over 2 million more black women in the United States? If every heterosexual black man in the United States got married, there will still be 2 million sisters that aren't married. So how the hell is there somebody for everybody? So why are you guys still telling your daughters and your sister and your auntie and your mama that barefaced lie that there is somebody for everybody, when statistically that is not true? And now on top of that, they've got global competition. They've got global competition. I'm gonna come to the super chats after we look at a little bit more of the video. But I just want you guys to know, stop lying to your daughters, guys. Tell her there's a new world. Just like the cell phone introduced a new world, cell phone also introduced a new way of dating in the States. But guess what? Your daughter's competition, when she hits 24, 25 to get a husband, is not the girls in college anymore. It's not the ladies at the office anymore competing for a coworker. Them days are done. You guys are the coworkers that they competed for. I was the coworker that they competed for. Where are we having our sex lives? Our girlfriends, our wives, our fun. Once again, coworker. Sexy sisters, right? You the co-workers, sexy sisters. Where are you guys taking your sex life? Through the job anymore? You sleep with the ladies at work anymore? Not as much. Where are you sleeping with? You in Cartagena, in Rio, in South Africa, Johannesburg, Pattaya, Phuket, Spain, Cebu. Your sex life is everywhere but trying to smash your coworkers now. What do I mean by that? Your coworkers at one point in time were the ladies to smash. Now, You get back from Colombia or Brazil, you see your coworkers like, yeah, no, thank you. Am I lying? Some of you dudes were like me. You was running through your coworkers, running through them. You started traveling. You ain't touched a coworker in the last year and a half. You notice a few cute ones, but you just notice them and you keep on pushing. Stop me when I'm lying. Stop me when I'm lying. You ain't even smashing coworkers no more. Why? Because these women don't want to acknowledge what you have discovered. In other words, you've discovered that these women now have global competition because you have a passport, and now your opportunity for any woman is global. Global. And here's the part. They really think that they have a lot of men after them because of all the simps that are still in their DMs and all the simps that are willing to sleep with a fat girl and get a big ugly girl pregnant. As long as there's a simp that's willing to sleep with an ugly girl or a big girl and get either one of them pregnant or marry them, they think the majority of us think like these dudes. Not realizing their competition has gone global. We franchise their sex. We've franchised our intimacy. We've franchised to other countries our desires. We've franchised to other countries our yearning for a certain type of woman. We decide to be traditional man. We franchised it to other countries. I know a lot of people don't want to acknowledge that. Yeah, we global now. Like you said, like DJ Khaled, we're global now. Let me get to the super chats for these gentlemen. Shout out to you, gentlemen. Let's scroll down. My man, Mr. DeMarcus. Mr. Darkest in the building. He said, when I was first in East Africa, he said, I get so many numbers. Absolutely. Who is this stranger here? Who is this stranger here? The ever elusive Snuggles is in the building. Shout out to you. Drop the link. Snuggles has been using that forever. Shout out to Snuggles. And Carl said this one. Shout out to Carl. Carl says this. And he became a member. Shout out to you for being a new member, Carl. We appreciate that, man. We really do. Yes, sir. And shout out to all you guys that are members of the channel and supporting the channel by way of PayPal, Cash App, and Super Chats. Our brother Black Chairman says this. He said, I got a coworker that's been a coworker for years. He's going back in 2 weeks. Last time he came back, he said black women got competition and it's hard for these to keep up. Absolutely correct. I was the same way. Bruh, y'all know I always got stories. Man, I'm running through coworkers. I'm an academic college recruiter. Many of our students are over the age 23, 24, 25. They're working on their masters and other degrees. Some of them have gone to school later in life. So they were coming at 27, 30, 31. Bruh, I'm running through students, the mature students, the older students. I'm running through staff. I'm destroying staff. I'm acting a dang fool smashing my coworkers. The younger students that were like 18 coming in, I'm smashing their mama. I ain't messing with the younger students, but they mama, they getting got. So I had a smorgasbord of women that I was running through. 20 years running, I was a academic college recruiter. Not an athletic college recruiter, academic college recruiter. Bruh, 20 years of running through them. When I started taking my travels seriously, I never touched another coworker. True story. I never touched another student's mama I never touched any of the older students. None of that. I kid you not. I would get to work and do my job. Go home, turn on Taylor Made Dreams on my cell phone, cook my little meal, watch Ace Live and Taylor Made Dreams, watch some documentary with Al Grease in Brazil and Charles Tyler. That's what my routine was. Once I left the gym, I would go home. It was either Charles Tyler I was watching, Ace Live, Taylor Made Dreams, I Am Marwa, our African brother, or some information, watching some information videos regarding the Frustrated movie franchise with Al Grease. Other than that, it wasn't a coworker at my house ever again. I wasn't smashing no more students' parents, none of their mamas. I was done. I realized there was global competition. And some of you dudes are just like me. You get back to the States and you be looking at stateside women like and I'm talking about women that you thought was baddie co-workers. That's the part that got me. I mean, co-workers, I'm like, I destroy that one if she ever let me get a chance. Bruh, I got back from traveling to these other countries, the ones that I consider the baddies that was co-workers. They couldn't get 4 seconds of my time. 4 seconds. One of them who I wanted so bad gave me her number. I was like, girl, I'm leaving to Colombia for 2 weeks. It's too late now, boo. I tore that number up right in front of her. Man, keep that number. What's your number, girl? You lost your mind. Shout out to Charles in Joy, Mexico. Shout out to you. He said, we don't believe you. Just joking. He said, you thought about it. No, that was a good one, T. But yeah, man, I kid you not, because I know a lot of you guys are like me. Once you got back to the States, you were like, is this the best that's in my neighborhood? You got back to the mosque. You got back to church. You got back to the temple on that Sunday after the Sunday after you got back to the States. You looking at them sisters in the mosque like, is this it? You all in the temple like, is this it? You looking at the women in church, the ones that you really want to smash. I'm here for Jesus. Let me get my Bible out. You really realize when there's global competition, man, you ain't even studying the women, man, in the States anymore. He said, man, you cold. You didn't have to rip her. Man, and she was a bad. Everybody wanted her. And I was trying to get that coochie for about 4 or 5 years. That's how fine she was. Man, when she finally gave me her number, man, this is the funny part. I'm already with Andrea. We were at, like, you know how companies have the competition events, like 10 different companies have like a obstacle course event or baseball, a softball teams versus this company versus that company. So I was on a company softball team and I was doing the obstacle course races and all that stuff. Our company versus this company versus that company, right? And so she was there. I told you I got a story for everything. So she just so happened to be there. Now, mind you, I'm 2 weeks before leaving to live in Colombia. She starts flirting with your boy. Now, she don't know I'm with Andrea or nothing, right? And I'm looking like, girl, you know what I'm thinking to myself? I said, girl, you should have hit me up a couple years ago. I'd have destroyed you. But, and I straight up told her, I said, we could be cool for a couple weeks. I said, but I'm leaving. And she was like, well, here's my number. Because, that was back in the day where females still wrote their numbers down. And we didn't have our cell phones because we were out doing the obstacle course thing. So when we took a rest, there was a pen around. So she wrote her number down. And I was like, girl, you late. you too late. You too late. You too late. You too late. You should have let me get that coochie before I used my passport. Now I don't even look at you. I'll be doing myself a disservice having sex with you. I would be doing myself a disservice having sex with you. You can only be a good, in my mind, I'm thinking like, really, if I smashed you, you could only be a good story for me to tell someday. That was the best. You know, some women, you smash, you be like, for example, you be like, if I smash a woman that got a cast on her leg, I ain't never had no cast leg coochie. She fell off a motorcycle. She got a cast on her foot. She wanted me so bad that she said, damn this cast. I'm gonna go and hit it just to have a cast story, right? Sometimes you just hit some coochie just to have a cast, just to have a story to tell, just to tell the tale, right? That's all this female would have been for me, man, just a tale to tell. That's it. So I was like, man, I ain't trying. In my mind, she was, in the words of Kevin Samuels, she became average at best. Seriously, let's go back to the video and celebrate black men.
Was like, she always talks about like women being motivational and like being good women and not cheating and not lying. And then she got caught up cheating with the married man. And they were blasting
the one
her.
lady I was telling you about.
Yeah,
that was
so they were
talking
blasting
that
her.
she was on recorded that she was.
Yeah, she was recorded, begging, doing weird stuff, right?
What about her?
So she was on Nick Cannon's show recently.
She was?
Yes. And she explained why she feels like black men date outside of their race. And she says that she feels like black men date outside of the race because they're the only man that's sought after by every race. Like black men are the most desirable men, so every race wants them. So they have the option of every race. And she's like, Asians don't have the option of every race wanting them. This other race, like, you know, the other cultures, white men are not like, ooh, everybody wants white men. Like I personally would not date a white man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people, they're saying that like black men, most women want them. Download the PrizePicks app today and use code TAD to get $50 in life.
Before she goes any further, that was a good question, my brother. He says this. He said, curious to know if you provide consultations in Cali. Actually, we do. I've been doing it for the last 3 years. Done over 300 consultations, about 250, 300 consultations with brothers about not just Cali, but South America. Just did a medical consultation yesterday with a brother who was trying to compare whether he wanted to go to South Africa or whether he wanted to go to Thailand. So he wanted to do a consultation comparing his medical needs because he has, you know, particular type of medical needs that need to be taken care of if he moves to a certain country. So we sat down and compared whether South African medical, private and public, would benefit him, and or Thailand's medical, private or public would benefit him. So anybody that's looking to reach out to me in regards to relocation consultations, especially with here in Cali, Colombia, just make sure you guys send me an email and I'll give you a break. What I usually do, I give you a breakdown of everything that we'll talk about, including the Q&A of what you want to be answered. So I don't just sit back and just give you the information that I want to give you, but we take our time and answer all the questions that you would have. And I've got videos of guys that I have great respect for, and they've given me reviews regarding the consultations that they've had. So just reach out to me at A Spence 2011 when I first started this journey of travel at gmail.com. Let's get back to the video, gentlemen.
Lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code TAD to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks. It's good to be right.
I've been working out for a while. Never had black women come up to me complimenting my arms or anything like that. White women, other races seem to like my body, but a black woman is not on my body type, I would say. Not trying to change that though. I think it's more black women might think like, oh, if he in the gym like this, he gonna try to change me. He gonna be counting his calories. This is his whole facade, his whole life. That's not particular to me, nor do I work out that heavy. But I think y'all are getting it confused. Women might like your muscles, but when you open your mouth, it's just also muscle. They don't, you know what I'm saying? They want to do, they can just kick it back and eat chips with, and he not talking about some, well, damn, baby, you gonna eat some more. they don't want to hear that. So if you a muscle dude, you working out, whatever, keep that shit to yourself. Me, I like a thicker woman. I like a woman with a little put, whatever she got going on. I'm not trying to change her. I work out enough for both of us. But if you know that you count calories and all that stuff, just keep it to yourself. Or get you a woman that is also in the back muscles and all the other good stuff that you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can both be hard rocks in the bed together. No joke intended.
So I was today years old, but better late than never, because I always felt this way. But let me just publicly say it. Black men are the prize. Black men are the prize. Y'all are the prize. Y'all are the prize. Y'all are the prize. You really are. Everybody wants to be the black man, whether in fashion, in swag, in music, in style, even the gay black men. Black men are the prize. Like when you have a black man who's married to you, who's loyal, uplifts you, who stands beside you, who supports you, who pushes you, the sky is the limit. Like I would literally be so much further in my career if I was married, like if I had a black man by my side. And I'm already her. Y'all already know who I am. Her Rihanna, her Beyonce, her LeBron James. Like I'm like, yeah, I mean. But I feel like I know if I had like a strong black man like with me, who, you know, we have a union, a business, an agreement, a partnership, a loving, happy, you know, union. Black men are the prize. We gotta, I think sometimes somewhere along the way, the lines got blurred and people started, you know, hating on black men. But baby, when you got a black man that loves you, that stands beside you, that supports you, they be hard for their wives. Plus, black men who are married are more successful and they're happier. Like, I love black men. Y'all are the prize to me. Like, marry me, okay? Period.
The black man is the most valued man in the fucking world. I am an 8-year military veteran. I've been overseas numerous times. I'm telling y'all right now, black men are desired in every single fucking country. So if a black man cannot be happy with a black woman, the whole world is open to him, especially if he's a decent looking, you know what I'm saying, black man with his shit together. That's real. A lot of people don't want to admit to that reality, but if you go outside and you touch grass, you know I'm telling the truth. So with that being said, we have plenty of options. Black men, we have so many options. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you have your shit together, and I emphasize that. Have your shit together as a black man.
5 reasons why I prefer to date a black man. Before getting started, I want to say that 1, not all black men hold these traits. I don't think every black man walking is like this because everyone's a human being, their own person, right? Also, other men from other races can also hold these. This is just my experience for the 100th time. When I am single and dating, I will consider all races. But like, let's get into it. Reason number 1, dominance and masculinity. And this goes beyond their physical appearance, although it doesn't hurt.
No one talks about white men like this. No offense to my white brothers. When they talk about you, they talk about money. Nobody considers you other than your system that you created. I'll say this again. No offense to my white brothers, but nobody considers you other than the system that you created to be dominant and masculine. You created this corrupt system in which we live under, yeah. But that doesn't make you look dominant or masculine. You're going to hear throughout the whole evening women saying the exact same thing. Sisters are saying we need the black man for the money. Buy me this, buy me that, cash at me this, cash at me that. You can't afford this. I ain't going to the Cheesecake Factory. You hit me with a brick, right? That's what sisters are saying. Other women are noticing the long-term benefits of being with you guys. In other words, the things about you exude absolutely free. These women notice your dominance and you exuded absolutely free. Your masculinity, your sense of humor, your confidence in yourself. You express that to the world, free 99. Other women notice that about you. Just like the one brother said that the brother had the big arms. He said, I don't get compliments about my physique from sisters at all. But other women always give me compliments. He said, so what did he say? For all you dudes that like to exercise and like to count your calories, if you're going to be with sisters, you got to tone that down. They don't want to hear that. Or get you a woman that like to count calories, because black women don't want to hear healthy stuff. But the other women, they appreciate that about you. They appreciate the fact that you care about your health. But the sisters, you can't do that. You can't have muscles around the sisters. It's crazy.
I love a man that is masculine, dominant in a healthy way. That provider energy. I don't got to tell them that they need to work. I don't need to take care of them. Without me, they're going to do fine. Reason number 2, I don't have to tell them to bathe ever. I spend a lot of money.
Here we go. Here we go. We've been talking about this the past couple of weeks. What did the white woman say? I do not have to tell black men to wash their nasty ass. Did we not look at the videos with white men taking a bath once a month, once a week? They discovered bathing after the Moors got there from Africa. They learned the bathhouses when they were begging the Turks to come to Europe and build bathhouses. There were no bathhouses in Europe until they begged the Turks to come, please show us how to build bathhouses. And to this day, we just watched the video did we not watch the live stream? What's that smell? What's that smell? Based on white people saying they never have washed in their lives below their pelvis. White men are saying, I've never washed my legs before. That means you've never washed your feet. This white woman is acknowledging, I have discovered with being around black men and being around black people, I have discovered the face towel, the bath towel, the drying towel. Now I understand why towels come in different sizes. She's acknowledging around the white man, I got to tell him to wash his ass. But when I'm dating black men, cologne of the night is by French Avenue Amber Empire. I forget what cologne it is, but it's a really good cologne. Amber Empire. Black men like smelling good. And we don't like to put cologne on top of funk. I'll bring that back, but hey, another reason. You don't think about that. Come on, let's be real, fellas. We don't think about like, why does she like me? You know, she probably like me because I'm just a black dude. You guys are gonna have to come to the conclusion. A lot of women like you dudes because you don't stink. A lot of Asian women like you brothers because when they get around them nasty, funky Europeans that's coming to Thailand, they're like, Lord, what is that smell? And it's a white boy from Paris. It's a white boy from Poland that had landed down in Cebu, Philippines. It's a white, but like I said, this episode is not about the white dude. This is our episode. And this white woman is saying, listen, I'm so glad I do not have to tell the black man to get in that bathroom, take a shower or a bath, brush your teeth, scrub your tongue, make sure your toes are clean, your legs are clean, take care of your nuts and your butt. I don't have to tell a black man to clean behind his ears where it can get funky. I don't have to tell black men this because when I'm with white dudes, I got to tell they nasty ass, get your ass in that shower. I know you say wait till Tuesday, but it is Sunday night and you are funky. You are funky. Let's bring that back, man. We did a whole episode on that last week of what is that smell. We gonna bring that episode back again. I'm gonna bring this back just a little bit so you guys can hear exactly what she was saying. She's like, listen, I don't gotta tell no black man to wash his ass.
This is top of the line. Adult activity is more than just that. I feel big plus. I am neurodivergent. I also and this goes beyond their physical appearance, although it doesn't hurt. I love a man that is masculine, dominant in a healthy way. That provider energy. I don't got to tell them that they need to work. I don't need to take care of them. But me, they're going to do fine. Reason number 2, I don't have to tell them to bathe ever. I spend a lot of money, time, and energy in my appearance, and I want my man to do the same. And cleaning themselves with a washcloth, big plus. I am neurodivergent. I also have trauma. So I do not want to walk on eggshells. I don't want passive aggressive. I just want you to tell me how it is. Black men do that. I don't ever have to question what they're thinking, or if they're bothered. They're like, this is what's up, Stephanie. Which I also appreciate in the talking stage, because I never have to guess if a black man is actually into me. He lets me know right off the bat. The affection and intimacy and closeness is top of the line. Adult activity is more than just that. I feel like I'm more than just a body laying next to them. Gentleman level times 10. Open the door, open the car door. A year and a half that I've been with my man right now, I have never carried in a bag or a luggage. One time we had to switch rooms and he told me to go lay down, and he moved all of our stuff while I just laid in the bed like a little princess. I've never felt disrespected by a black man before. The character values and ethics for me has always been top notch in the black men I've known or dated, like even just friends. Now, not every black man's a great man. This is more than 5, but I love a man that's like protective and territorial in a healthy way, not like you're wearing that kind of thing, but like, that's a lot of skin, Stephanie. It's not for everyone, but I love that. I've always been treated in such a respectful way that it makes me want to return that to them. Like, I want to match that energy. I love a man that I can just have natural chemistry and connection. I've also found that most black men that I've come in contact with are just funny as hell. I love laughing. I love it.
So is your personal preference black men?
Yes.
Why? I'm curious.
Back when, many years ago, when schools didn't even allow whites and blacks to be in the same school, then father says, don't you get interested? And it's like, really? That's when I got interested, because they say don't. Secretly, I was this innocent little girl that said, F you. I'm going to do what I want to do in life.
On behalf of our black men, we thank you.
Thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
Okay, long story short, a black American man requested that I make this video through my DMs on Instagram. So I was like, okay, it's a good topic, we're gonna do it. So, black American kings, what are their best options for dating? Now, I'm gonna say exit America. Obviously in America, if you've got money, new money, you dress the part, you're gonna be quite popular anyway. If you want to deviate, I think the fact that you're American and you have this swag kind of accent, you know, you'll be just fine. It doesn't... Right, I would say if you're American to the rest of the world, that's a 10 out of 10. That's a good catch. The fact that you're a black king is great. You're gonna more attract the snow bunnies, though, in general. So if you go somewhere like Germany... there are so many of them. That's a great destination for you. Hey, there's this hot American guy who's also a black king. Yeah, you're going to be doing so well in Germany.
I have a message for all of my beautiful black men out there.
Shout out to black Nubian in the building, Canadian brothers. Appreciate you being here.
I told this guy where I was from. He said, oh, Canada.
I just want to say that I love you so much, and I wouldn't be beautiful snow bunny I am today without all of you in my life. So I just wanted to say that to you all.
We're actually the most desired. This is why you felt the need to open your mouth. And congratulations, you got a number.
I'm Caribbean, and I agree with Moses 100% that Black American men are the most desired. I've been wanting to date Black American men since forever. I never got the chance to, don't get me wrong. I have no problem with my own men, my own Caribbean island men, but I just like the masculine side of Black American men. I'm sorry. Like, I've always wanted to date one. I am very attracted to Black American men. I just don't know why I can't even snag one. But please go and watch that original video by Moses. It's on a young lady's page. I agree with Moses 100% that Black American men are the most desired and hardest to get and keep. But
Black men are incredible. Like, who wouldn't want to be with a black man? So I don't blame them. Like, I feel like the black man has everything that every other man desires.
I feel like we need to hear that shit more.
Yeah, it's
because
real.
if you can sit here
Yeah.
and tell us niggas ain't shit 30 times a day.
Oh, I don't say that.
I'm
at
not
all.
saying
Yeah,
you.
no,
I'm just saying
yeah.
that any app or social
Yeah.
media that you pick up and you can see
Yeah.
that they tearing.
I
us
think
down.
black men are incredible, and we have to do better as women to lift you guys up because, again, you guys are you have everything. You have the flavor, the swag, and all of the stuff that every woman would desire and every man wishes they had.
Yeah.
So, I love y'all. I will never stop loving black men. And thank you again for coming on, Carlos.
These white women, they saw the vision. They like, look, I see where this is going. I've studied this. Kevin Samuels already exposed how they have courses and shit. They're reading books and shit on how to get these type of men. They actually work to get these men. They know this is a competition. I'm going to outcompete the competition and get chosen. This is why they're getting chose. When you talk to black women, they are repost at the word competition.
Yeah. Facts. That's the new word of kryptonite for 2025, 2026. The former kryptonite of women was accountability. And it's still a strong kryptonite for a lot of women. But the new one, the new kryptonite term that you will not see a lot of sisters willing to accept, competition. Boy, why should we have to compete? I'm black, you black. I go through things, you go through. Why should I have to? Those sisters cannot stand when you do sit back and talk about every woman on the planet realize this is a global competition. Men know it's a competition. We've been knowing that for the longest. We like it because when we win, right? But sisters, you go ahead and use the word competition around sisters you want to. You might as well throw the word accountability off into the pot as well. Because the new word of the day, you guys are going to notice this. Black women do not like when we use that term competition. Why you think they got pissed when Soraya Brooks, the white woman from Africa, the white woman from Germany who married the brother from Philadelphia, who we interviewed on this show a couple years ago? Why do you think they got so mad? Because she married a brother? Nope. Because they moved back to Germany? Nope. Because Soraya said, because the women and she didn't even say black women. She said because the women in the United States, she said, I had no competition. And the sisters said that she said black women because he's a black man. They assume. She said, no, I meant all American women were not my competition. She said, you guys don't want to compete. Don't worry about it. We women in Europe know it's a competition. Women in Africa know it's a competition. Women in South America know This is a competition. That's why these women in Colombia, y'all, they look so good because they know they got to keep their hair right, their makeup right in Brazil. They can't just walk around looking raggedy. You know why? Because they can lose a man because they know this is a competition. For real. That's that fentanyl laced kryptonite. Absolutely correct. And since the women don't want to compete, the German woman said, cool, I'll compete. She treated her husband as if he had 50 women that was out to get him, and she wanted to be the winner. That's how she treated her husband. Even though he may not have had nobody coming after him to marry him, she treated him as if this is a competition. And that's why women in the States got mad. When she said, you American women are no competition because you don't know that this is a competition. Yes, sir. Let's continue on, gentlemen.
I tell black women Data all table. the fucking time, you got to compete for the man you want. Compete? He can have that bitch. Well, guess what? That draft day, he's having the bitch.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Y'all all right? I'm good. Look at here. Look. I got something I need y'all to watch with me. All right, look at it.
We have a man who everybody hates. We hate him. His mama hate him. His family hate him. The white police hate him. The regular white men and white women hate him. This is a man who is hated by everyone. The only solace that God made for him was us. And when he comes to us and can't get any sanctuary at all, then he don't have no life. And then they win, because what they want to do is to destroy him and make us think that we are better than him, so that we will help the enemy destroy our own man that God gave us. We have the best man on earth. Everybody want him. He looks better than everybody. He's stronger than everybody. He is the best, the wisest, and the most beautiful. Now, of course, many of our men have been tricked by the enemy too. But since we are the mothers, we are the first face they see. We are the first person they talk to. We the first person to feed them. We do all of that and raise them up. And so if there's a silly man out here, he didn't grow up and be silly. He was silly as a little boy because his mother mismanaged him and didn't reparent him using the truth.
Wow.
Now what we're dealing with is a man who has been wounded and repressed and taught that he does not have any value. And their solution to keeping him in that condition is to convince us to tell him he ain't got no value. And many of us do that.
She did. I was in the feds when that book came out. I was in the feds when that book went. There was no such thing as viral at that time period. Her book went viral. Viral. The fact that it was such a plain cover. Just a plain yellow, off yellow color, eggshell color. Just on the cover. Black Man's Guide to Understand the Black Woman. That's all. She had no faces on there, no images, just the words and the author's name. And you would have thought that in the feds that somebody released a new version of the Bible or the Quran, because we all had a copy of it. For you guys that weren't around in the late 80s and 90s, that book, when it was released, oh my God, it was a fight. You think sisters are feisty now? Just imagine sisters without social media. They were losing their minds. This woman was she had men giving lectures in churches and mosques using that book, The Black Man's Guide to Understand the Black Woman. That book came into the black community like gangbusters. And bruh, the residue that exists right now from all the sisters that thought she was crazy. And now everything that she said, just like with Kevin Samuels, has come into fruition. That book took over, bruh. Took over. My brother David says this. He said, listen, he said, I'm following T-Mac. Shout out to T-Mac. Andre Ronan. Yes, sir. He said, Richie Mac, beautiful eyes. Shout out to my brother. He said, Fearless 360. Fearless 360. Shout out to him and his wife and his newborn daughter. My man Will. He said, these quality brothers have found love internationally. Sign me up. Yes, sir. Speaking of love international, I never got a chance to show you. Some of you guys have seen it, and some of you guys haven't had a chance to see it. Let me go here. I think I have it. Let me see. Let me go here. I think I have it. We had a great Valentine's Day weekend, by the way, guys. Really good Valentine's Day weekend. But while that's processing, absolutely correct. My man G-Mac is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. He said, remember when Oprah tried to castrate her on her show? Absolutely correct. Didn't even work. Didn't even work. Oprah didn't do nothing but embarrass herself. Didn't even work. Yeah, I remember when that book released. Goodness gracious, man. Goodness gracious. When she released that book, man, them sisters were hotter than fish grease. Hotter than fish grease. Let's go back to the video.
Now them there's major facts. Let's get on it, ladies. Y'all ain't got me. Might as well get on. Little jokers. Always up to something. Bye.
Sorry, but when I see all them videos and women are like, black men are this and black men are that, I shut the fuck up because, sorry, I can't agree, babes. Every single flavor of a black man is delicious. Can you say delicioso? What are you talking about? Y'all be acting like the 2 black men you've came across equals the whole population of black men. You've never been to the South. You've never met more country looking black men. You've never met more, proper men. What? There's so many different types of black men. You got the anime lovers, the gym goers. You guys date the scammers and thugs, and then you go, yeah, all you fucking black men. Yeah, that's why you think that. That's why you think that. Because you're dating Pookie and Ray Rays when you could date men that actually are nice to you. Men that actually like you. You don't want to date the nerdy black men. You don't want to date the men that go to the gym. You don't want to date the men that have a skincare routine, that take care of themselves because they're sassy. You don't want to date those. So shut the fuck up. If you don't like black men, be quiet because you're ruining it for all of us. Shut up now.
I fundamentally hate men. That bark like you want a challenge. If nothing else, proves that black men are some of the most beautiful creatures that walk this earth. You guys are fucking gorgeous. I hate y'all. I hate y'all to my core. But I think you're so beautiful. You are so fucking beautiful. All right, that's all. Bye, y'all.
Well, we finally got a sister to say that we're beautiful.
I'm very, very, very attracted to black men.
Why?
Athletes, I feel like they're just so exotic looking. And I also like their bringing because we have very similar bringing. As Russians and black people, we have...
In America? Well, in America,
Yeah,
and
very-
Russians have their
it's very
upbringing.
strict.
What does this mean? What does strict mean?
You have to respect your elders.
Oh.
There's like, if you have food on the plate, you have to finish the plate. Family values. It's like very similar. So a lot of times, I can have a very deep and spiritual conversation with a black person. I can put my hand how many times I had a deep and spiritual conversation with a white person in
That's a
America.
good point.
It is.
That's a good point. The one thing that I can say and I appreciate about being raised in the black community is that we are a spiritual people. Whether it be in or out of religion. And we as men or women have no problem talking freely about our beliefs in casual conversation. Doesn't have to be super spiritual. It could be in casual conversation. If I say, okay, If I say God is good all the time, you guys, your brain automatically went to all the time, God is good. If I say Assalamu alaikum, my Islamic brothers automatically know Assalamualaikum salam. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Salaikum salam. We are a spiritual people, and she's correct. She said, me being a Russian, raised around white people my whole life, I've never had just a casual conversations that's spiritual, of substance. That's not about money. That's not about who owns this and keeping up with the Joneses. It's just a human being talking to a human being about human life. And she's like, I can talk to black men about that. But it just so happened I've never talked to a white guy like that. He said, I believe you and William. He said, Andre, you're making me thinking about leaving again. He say, I like Europe though. We like Europe too. Believe you me. We like Europe too. Yes, sir. Let's get back to the video.
You would be surprised. That's why when I moved to Atlanta, I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm home now. Because it's like a lot of times it'd be like, oh my God, girl, no, I just can't. It's like, bro, speak, what are you doing? Or it'd be so, you know, if you say something, you know, I haven't seen my family in 10 years, they'd be like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, I'm not asking for you sorry. We're just having a conversation. Yeah. And this thing of like this white American notion of saying, I'm sorry about everything. It's like, why are you sorry? I didn't ask you for that. I'm not begging for sorry. Yeah. I'm sharing my thoughts and I'm expecting you to share your thoughts back. Yeah. So we can have a conversation. Yeah, back and forth. But no, it's very tough. Oh, I'm like most black, like I don't really have that. So it's either like immigrants or people majority.
So it's gonna sound so ridiculous, so white girl-ish.
Let me hear it.
But I would say I've been like this basically since I knew I was attracted to men.
Yeah.
That I kind of was attracted to a darker skin color.
Say that again. What kind of skin color was you attracted to? Black man, we win again. We are the superheroes of the earth.
I used to play soccer, right?
Okay.
And there is not a lot of black men in Denmark.
Right.
We have a little bit, but it's not like here.
It ain't American black.
No.
It ain't the same.
At all. So, like, looking back, I'm like, where did I get this, like, itch from?
Damn, it's an itch. Ooh, can I scratch it? No, sorry.
It is. No, and then I realized, like, my whole life I've been so into music, you know? And, like, MTV music videos and MTV Cribs, all of that stuff. Yeah. So, like, I think, like, underlining in my brain have, like, constantly, like, put that in there.
Yes.
When I then came to America, I was completely, like, baffled. I was like, oh my God, it's really like this.
Oh, for sure.
Here.
What's your type of guy?
Tall, dark, and handsome.
For real?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
It's just a mysterious look, dominant look.
You're not my type.
Is it exclusively women?
No.
What would I classify as your type?
I'm more into black guys.
As soon as she said that, he got in his feelings. We need a black guy.
Black guys, we need a black guy. Here we go. What's the issue? What's going on?
I don't know. He has an issue.
Why do you?
She like, I tell you, I like black guys. And you got an issue. Now you calling over random black dudes, but it's all right. Check out how she handles it.
You need me here. What am I doing? Oh, you don't like white guys?
I don't.
You like black guys?
I do.
What's going on? Let me get your number.
Bet, pull out your phone.
All right, bet. Say less. I'm gonna text you. Have a good night.
Let me know. Have a good night.
I would love to spend our post show talking about all the things we love about black men.
I think the assumption that black men know that they are loved is dangerous.
Come on.
I love black men's playfulness.
Oh, y'all funny.
Just seeing like black men and just their happiness and their joy or whatever, that is just like, that's infectious.
When I tell you the swag of a confident black man can undo all draws.
At any
all draws. Not just black women draws. You can undo all draws when you're confident. A lot of you dudes, your confidence, you ready? I'm about to say something. A lot of you dudes don't realize when you travel the way that you do and the confidence that you exude every time you come back, they see you change a little different, that makes them attracted to you way more than they were attracted to you prior to traveling. Prior to traveling, you was trying to get that coochie from her for the longest time. Now you traveling, your confidence is so high, and you, hey sister, how you doing, so-and-so? And you keep it pushing, and the fact that you keeping it pushing, and you not all over her like you, come on fellas, you know what I'm talking about. You got coworkers that you used to be all, hey, LaWanda, how you doing? Looking good, you dress sister so-and-so in church. Now, you ain't giving no coworkers compliments. No matter how good sister so-and-so looking in church, you ain't saying nothing to her. No, your sister can't introduce you to her friend that you was trying to holler at your sister friend for the longest. You started traveling. You ain't trying to holler at your sister friend for nothing. You don't like Bethany anymore? Nah, I ain't feeling her like that. I'm just minding my business. Oh, you must like them Latinas in Colombia you keep going to. I'm just minding my business. Your confidence because of travel has made you even more attractive to women back in your home country. You thought you were attractive before? Man, you thought they was throwing you the coochie before? Bruh, now that you traveling and you don't need or want them, they really want you now. Because you exude another level of confidence that they don't see from men that don't travel in the States. They're used to seeing the most confident men in the United States are the men that either have money or position or prestige. They're used to seeing if you got the money, you got the confidence, right? Or if you got the muscles, you got the confidence. Now some of you dudes, you ain't been to the gym in 3 years, but you walking around the United States like you the ish. Because of how you're treated in other countries, because of how you were treated in DR, how you were treated in Belize, how you were treated in El Salvador, Mexico. You go back to the States, you still ain't been to the gym yet. But you walk around like you've been in the gym for the last 3 years. That passport got you so much confidence about you. And the females that don't want to deal with you, you looking at them like, yeah, all right, it's okay. I know 10 women in Colombia that gave me their number, and I still look the same, baby. The same person that you complain about. Hey, I know 10, 15 women in the Philippines right now that cried when I got on that plane coming back to this country. Coming back to this country. You dudes are looking good. You dudes are looking good, confident. That confidence you got, woo. Black man, you thought you was confident before, but that travel has confirmed that women in other countries want you. And now these women are attracted to this new level of confidence that they've never seen us with.
Any generation.
Lord. It is. Yeah, I see why y'all be trying to harvest our stem cells. It's different.
Black men who love black women.
And who are unapologetic about it.
Oh my God, unapologetically. And loving black women doesn't have to be a sexual thing, right? Like the black men who contribute to my life to help make sure that I'm taken care of because they fuck with black women.
A black man that communicates. A black man with a haircut.
Now, I don't know if that makes me happy or anxious.
Or scared.
That confidence that comes with the taper.
Haircut confidence. The cut confidence.
They be looking good.
They be looking good. Or a black man in a suit. Woo! A black man in a suit with cut confidence.
Well,
smelling good.
I asked the white woman how she was keeping her man. Because I wanted to know. I'm a sister. I love black men. But I wanted to know, how was all these white women taking all these black men? I wanted to know, why did black men not want to be with black women anymore? She said, I don't argue with him. I let him be a man. He's a man. He said, I let him be a man. Okay. I support him. And I just shut up. I just shut up. That's it. That easy. What?
I feel like when it come down to white women and black women, just from experience and talking to my white friends, the white women have her hand when it comes to relations right now. Because every time I talk to one of my friends, I don't care if he living in a shack when he first started going with this lady. 5 years later, they either own the shack and the land and building it into an empire, or she done spoke up on this man and built this confidence up so high, no matter what's been going on, she ain't left his side, she ain't downgraded him. She only want to see him grow because she know with him growing, she's growing. And you don't never really hear about the masculine white women. You never really hear about them being real masculine. They man, they still feminine, they still soft, they still nurturing, they still caring. And I'm not saying that the black women aren't like that, because there's a lot of black women out here like that. I don't see a problem with a strong black woman. I don't see a problem with a strong black woman, but nowadays, the black woman is being raised that she can do it on her own, or to depend on government assistance, or you don't need that man, you don't need that nigga.
Oh, Winston, he's black and beautiful. And most of the white women here think that Winston is sexier. And even worse news for white men, they say that he's better in bed.
Now, this was filmed in the UK in the 80s. This was a subject matter of white men being jealous, envious, and a little bit insecure in the UK because of how white women were starting to look at black men. And this was in the 80s. Let's check it out.
So, is that why white women prefer black men? Have a go at your seats, fellas. We'll talk to you in a minute. Nicola, is that the reason why white women prefer, do white women prefer black men?
Well, some white women do. I do.
Why?
They're a lot more, what's the skin?
What's the what?
The skin.
The skin?
Oh, it's so lovely. Black skin against white skin.
She said our skin is so lovely. I've never had anybody say our skin is lovely. It's so lovely. Shout out to her back in the day. It's so lovely.
Skin, I've got lovely skin.
No, not like black man's skin.
So, is that why white women prefer black men? Have a go at your seats, fellas. We'll talk to you in a minute. Nicola, is that the reason why white women prefer, do white women prefer black men?
Well, some white women do. I do.
Why?
They're a lot more, what's the skin?
What's the what?
The skin.
The skin?
Oh, it's so lovely. Black skin against white skin.
What do you mean skin? I've got lovely skin.
No, not like black man's skin.
Why? What's the difference with black men's skin?
Well, if they look after it, it's all
He said, I got lovely skin. She said, no, not like they skin.
soft. It's like chocolate.
Like chocolate? Would you eat it, do they, black skin? What, is that just it, the skin?
No, it's a whole attitude, I think.
What's the attitude?
I don't know, the way a black man makes you feel.
How does he make you feel?
Oh, lovely.
In what way?
I always feel safe, and I always feel special. You know, and
Is that right?
Like Karen, I think they are gorgeous. I think they are so physically gorgeous. I think they're so physically gorgeous. But like Karen, I also
It's
think
a physical thing. So what, skin as well?
it's not just physical, but I also think it's the way they treat you. They really, really know how to treat a woman.
In what way?
Taking you out, paying for you, just everything. They just really, really look after you.
Hang on, all I've heard so far could apply to white men. Nice skin.
That's a good suggestion, GMAC. I know about the ISIS papers. He says deeper than this, Dre. He said, remember, I remember that I suggested a show on the ISIS papers by Dr. Francis Cress Willinson. So yeah, that is a good suggestion. Let me write that down. Let's get back to the video.
Take you out, treat you well, make you feel safe. How's that different?
No. Black men are just different. They're just, I don't know what it is that particularly makes them different. You know, I just think they're just.
What would you sum it up then? What is it that makes them different?
I think also it's it's the confidence that they have that white men don't have. I just think they have just that confidence.
Confidence with women.
Yeah, and in themselves as well.
Kirsty?
I really sort of disagree. I think it comes down, or it boils down to the personality, where someone is coming from, not purely for the colour of their skin.
But well, you like black men.
This is the first relationship I've been in where the partner has been black.
And what is it? Is there anything special about him?
There isn't. It's his spirituality, his personality. It's everything.
But initially, you don't actually see. You don't actually see the personality. So, I mean, I think black men are just gorgeous.
You're looking at him there. Is this your partner?
Yeah.
You think black men are better than white men? They're more attractive than white men. What do the white men feel about this, Gary?
Well, I'm sure the couple over there have a loving relationship, and they treat each other very, very, very well. I've never had a problem with black guys, white girls, black guys, whatever. I've actually had a relationship with a black girl a few years back, and
but they're saying white men. We're talking about black white men. These white women prefer black men to white women. To white men and white women.
Well, I think I'm reasonably.
And they're saying they've got better skin than you.
Physically,
they're more confident than you.
Well, I think I have confidence.
They make them feel safe.
Well, I make my girlfriend feel safe right now. She's quite happy with me. We've been together 2 years. I've had no complaints with any girlfriend I've had in the past, black and white.
No, I think that's wrong. Black men are definitely better in bed. They treat you right. They take their time over you, where a white man won't. They're too quick to get there and get it over with.
Maybe that's due to your experiences in the past.
It is. I've been married to a white man as well. I have been married to a white man for 9 years.
Go on, Zoe.
And then I went back and I went out with a black man, and I still say to this day, a black man is a better lover.
Why?
My husband was too quick to get the business over and done with, and he didn't treat me right. He used to go out on the piss and do things he shouldn't be doing, where a black man doesn't.
But we're all very different. I mean, we're all different personalities. I mean, okay, there are some. I've read stories in newspapers where people complain that their lovers, the sex is very, very short. It's 5 minutes. I'd like to think personally I please the lovers I'm with. It's half an hour or an hour or 2 hours or whatever I'm doing, whether it's having a bath together, playing backgammon together, making love together. As long as your partner's happy, then the time is irrelevant. But the idea of a white man being a bad lover, I think is.
I think it's because you're too quick. You're too quick to get it over with.
Yeah, but I don't think it's just that. I think it's the whole.
Absolutely correct, Melwood. A lot of us don't never want to admit that part. A lot of you black men, from the time of high school till today, there are black women that would have never slept with you if you wasn't black. You could have been the same dude, same economics, same height, same everything. But they slept with you. Not just because of personality, because you're probably a good dude, but also they gave you a chance to get to know them and a chance to get in their beds. Many sisters, because you black. If you was born a white dude, them sisters that let you smash in college may not have let you smash. Why did I say that? When I hear people talk about or use the term fetish, women have been doing this forever. Black women sleep with black men because you black. White women sleep with white men because he white. Women have always sat back, and if you were a different race, they wouldn't have slept with you. White boys, you the same way. Ain't no difference. If you was born black, there are many white girls that would have never gave you that coochie. But because you was black, they gave you that coochie. Same thing when it comes to other races. My wife would not have married me with the same personality, with the same drive and the same goals if I was Spanish looking Latino. If I was the same machismo complexion of my wife, let me pull me and Andre up real quick. If I was the same complexion as Andrea, same look, right? Same complexion as Andrea. Andrea, this is us a couple days ago. She wouldn't have married me. Why? She wouldn't have gotten to know me. Why? Because I was a white Colombian and she's not attracted to white Colombians. Some of you guys are with the women that you're with, not only because you're a good dude, not only because of your humor, not only because of your economics, but a lot of you guys have your woman because she liked your look. In other words, your skin, your complexion, whether you be the light-skinned brother, the dark-skinned brother, the white dude, the Latin dude, doesn't matter. So some of you dudes sit back and you think in your mind that white women fetishized about the black man's skin. So does the black woman. And if you didn't have that skin, probably 90% of the sisters that you slept with, you would have never been able to put your hands on them because they wouldn't have never glanced your way without that skin. I'll say this again. My wife wouldn't have given me the time of day if I was a white Latin. If I looked like Bad Bunny, I wouldn't have had a chance. Daddy Yankee wouldn't have had a chance. I would have had to be Afro-Latino or Afro something to get my wife's attention. Andrea is not attracted to white dudes. She's not attracted to white Spaniards, machisto. Or mazisto. Hope I pronounced that correctly. She's not attracted to somebody of her own complexion. My blackness got me the chance to say, hello, how are you? Your blackness has gotten you the chance to say hello to certain women around the world as well, no matter what complexion that blackness is. So don't think that sisters don't fetishize your blackness. The hell they don't. Let you have been born white. You telling me LaWanda down the street would have gave you that coochie when you were 17 if you was white dude? As much as she loved brothers. You telling me that Keisha around the corner, make a left, go down 4 blocks, her house is right across the street from the liquor store. You telling me Keisha, when her mama was gone that day and you got that coochie, you telling me if you was a white boy, you'd have made it in that house? Is that what you're trying to tell me? You the same dude, but at 19, you telling me you would have got Keisha's coochie if you was a white dude? Hell no. Because your ass was black, that's why Keisha gave you the coochie. That's why she gave you her number. That's why she paid attention when you said hello. A lot of times you brothers don't realize sisters appreciate your complexion and other cultures of women appreciate your complexions too. So y'all might as well get it out your mind that it's only other women that look at your beautiful skin. no matter what color it is in the black community. And you thinking that, well, she only with me because I'm black. Sisters are only with your black ass because you black. You better get that through your mind. Don't you ever think that sisters are not loving you, black man, because of your skin, just like other women love you because of your skin and your masculinity and your sense of humor and your cultural dynamic and your strength and your ability to overcome. They love you for all the things that make you great, but they also love you for that skin too, bruh. Just like other women. Y'all might as well get comfortable with that one. Y'all better get comfortable with that one. Y'all sitting up here thinking that if you would have been born another color, you'd have been sleeping with all them sisters you slept with. The hell you woulda. You better drop that down 90%, because 90% of the coochie that you got your whole life from sisters, they wouldn't have gave you 5 seconds if you a white dude walking up in their face, and they only deal with brothers. And even I'm not stupid enough to believe all the sisters that I've been with, I would have did a 90%. Let me have been born white and walked up on them sisters that I know that only deal with brothers. Man, they'd have laughed in my face. That's cute, Andre. That's cute. But no, you can't have a coochie. You white. I'm sorry, Andre. You can't have the coochie. You're white. I only deal with black men. Only black men can get between my legs. You're white. But I'm the same dude, you know. I was 24 hours, I was black. But now I'm white. I got Villalago like Michael Jackson, you know. I thought I was using the same cream like I'm Sammy Sosa. I'm Sammy Sosa, girl. You don't want me because I'm white now? I'm like Sammy Sosa. I went from black to... You don't want me now? No, they don't want you now. Sammy Sosa. Now that you white, they don't want you. It's sisters to this day that's of our age will tell you they like the old Michael Jackson. They thought Mike was more handsome doing the Thriller and Off the Wall Michael Jackson, coming up with the big nose Michael Jackson. Them sisters loved him some Mike back then. Man, Mike became a white woman. Man, ain't them sisters just fell off. They like Mike music, but when the last time you saw Mike on the cover of a magazine? Michael Jackson, one of the sexiest men alive. That ended. When he came out with that Bad album and he was a white woman after that, that ended. Michael Jackson being seen as a sex symbol by sisters. You ain't seen no sisters after that. He was not on the cover of Jet magazine, Ebony magazine. He made Ebony one time. They were not looking at Mike like that. After that victory tour, shit, the last thing they was looking at is Michael as a sex symbol. But prior to that, on that Off the Wall album, oh my God, he looks so good, girl. That Thriller, they were like, oh shoot, look at Michael, oh shit. And then when that victory tour came out, and he decided to become a full-fledged white woman. Man, sister say, man, I'm done. Prince ain't changed at all. He stayed who he was. You ain't got to be the dark-skinned brother to get him. All you got to be is a brother. So for all you dudes that want to sit up there, and I mean this, you go to other countries and you try to use that excuse where they only fetishize our complexion. They only with me because of my black skin. And so are the sisters. Let you have been born white and let's see how fast you'd have got them sisters coochie. And you going through the Rolodex of your mind right now and you thinking about all the good black coochie you got in your life. And most of that would have never happened if you wasn't black too. And I ain't talking about, because you would have had a different experience in life and she couldn't relate to you. No, Negro, she wouldn't even give you 30 seconds of her time to even see if you could relate to her. Let your ass been walking around the neighborhood like Eminem before he blew up. Man, them sisters wouldn't have gave you no time. Yes, sir. Prince did date all the women. Prince said, let's go crazy. And yes, he did. Yeah, we had a good Valentine's Day. That was fun. That was fun. I can't complain at all. Let's drop that down.
Thing about how the lovemaking is made. You know, a black man, I think, has got far more rhythm than a white man has.
Rhythm?
Rhythm. They just in bed. It's just.
What's the rhythm?
Oh, they can move. It's not in out. It's
I thought the rhythm method was contraception. What you mean? It's the way they move in general?
Yeah, definitely.
Explain it to me.
White men are very stiff, aren't they?
Yes.
They haven't got the.
No.
Said white men are very stiff. Talking about in bed and in life. And this is not anti-white dude. This moment on this live stream is pro brother. I'll say that again. This is not a live stream against the white brothers. This just so happened to be our episode to celebrate us.
What was that, Zoe? White men are very stiff.
Yeah, but what?
But black men are very supple, and it's just the way they are. Yeah.
It's like the reggae dancing.
Yeah, you get a black man on the floor and you'll be able to move and groove, where a white man.
So the kind of thing you see with black men are more looser limbed.
Yeah,
and
more looser limbed, and
that's part of the rhythm of the love making.
yeah, that's right.
Do you believe all this, white man?
No, not really, no. So, you can sort of talk about the size and everything, but it's not what you've got.
Nobody said anything about size.
Typically, a lot of white men are really like insecure whenever you talk about you've ever dated a black man or something. They get so insecure about it.
Wait, what's one thing to make a guy more attractive?
Definitely confidence, because I feel like a lot of guys are very insecure.
I like that. Confidence is important. Do you meet a lot of guys that are not confident?
Yes.
Really? Yeah. What was the most unconfident man you have ever met?
I wouldn't say there's one that was the most, but typically a lot of white men are really insecure whenever you talk about you've ever dated a black man or something. They get so insecure about it. They say you're contaminated and stuff. I've had guys tell me that multiple times.
Really?
She said and I've heard that several times too. They say that the white woman is contaminated because she's slept or dated brothers. When I say white dudes are insecure about many, not all, but many are insecure and jealous about you brothers, it ain't a lie. It is not a lie.
Yes,
What's up with these guys, man? They don't sound confident at all.
I know. White men are the most unconfident. I don't want to say all of them, but all the ones I've met have always asked the question, have you ever been with a black guy?
I've never asked that question. That's really stupid. That doesn't matter. Just be confident and treat the girl good. That's wild.
Hey, where was
White woman explains why black men.
you at? Why wasn't you? You didn't answer your phone. I don't care what you got to say.
Are now into snow bunnies.
Hey, where you at? Oh, traffic do be crazy at this time for real. You hungry? Well, I made spaghetti, but if you want that, I can make that. We could just have double. Okay, baby, I'll see you soon. Love you. Can't wait to see you.
You see the difference? Now we're not saying that all white women are like this. We're not saying that all sisters are argumentative, but you can tell the difference. And white women have no problem with telling y'all there's a difference. I'm going to say this again. I'm going to play this again. The era of black love being respected by white women is over. Get over it. The era of black love being respected by Latin women is over. Get over it. The era of American black love being respected by our Caribbean and our African brethren of the diaspora is over. Those women are letting you know, we don't care how much you're talking about black love. I want him too. I want to be with him. I want to cook for him. I want to have kids by him, just like you do, sisters. That's what white women are saying. Listen, I want him too. You can't have him. No matter what you say, they don't care anymore. It used to be an era where white women just kind of like kept it quiet about their and a little giggly in their private areas regarding talking to each other, and they talk about, hey, how was it to be with a black guy? That used to be a time. There used to be a time where Latin women just, a few Latin women would date a black guy here and there in New York, Mookie, right? And keep their mouths shut because black love was, you respect black love. You don't say anything. You let black love. And if they decide to date outside their race, then it happens. But for the most part, with black people, it's black love. Now, man, white women don't give a fuck about what black women got to say about them dating black men. Black sisters can be on social media all day long talking about, we love you, black man. We love you, black man. We love you, black man. White women gonna be like, and we love him too. Black women could be talking about something, we love you, black man. And Latin women gonna say, we love him too, mi amor, papacito. Asian women gonna be up there talking about, I love you, black man. I love you, black man. Me love you too. They don't care anymore. The fact that we just say black love don't mean nothing. Women realize, of other races realize, this is a competition. And whether black women want to acknowledge or not, doesn't matter anymore to these women of other races. They're not waiting around for black women to share a few crumbs of black men. More porridge, please. Can we just get a little bit of the black men? You've got them all. Can we just have a couple? They ain't waiting no more. Them days are done. Done. And I know what I'm saying right now hits hard to black men and black women. You talking about doing he just talking about on social media. I'm talking about when these cameras and these lights go out in real life, there are real women of other cultures that love and respect and want you, black man, and they consider you beautiful just like black women do. And so if black women don't want to compete, that is on them. But as for black love, and we gonna respect black love, women of other cultures like, damn, black love, I want to love him too. The Asian women clapping back. The white girls been clapping back on social media. I don't give a fuck about what sisters got to say no more. You wouldn't think about it growing up. You would never hear a white girl just coming at sisters or just coming at the black love saying, I want him too. You ain't never grew up seeing white girls saying this how the sisters talk and this how we talk. Which one you want, player? Because that's what this video is right here. The white girl is saying, this is how the sisters talk to y'all. This is a competition. I ain't gonna make her sound good. But that's not how we talk. This is a competition. The white girl ain't supposed to make you sound good. She's supposed to make herself sound good. Just like when sisters are talking, they make themselves sound good and make the white girl sound bad. This is a competition. And the white girl say, the sisters talk like this. But we like, hey, baby, you hungry? Oh, I made spaghetti, but if you want that, then we can just have double tonight. And the sister look, and the white girl look in the camera and look at you brothers like, which one you want? Which one you want? You can keep the black love all you want. You can scream that from the mountaintops. You can holler black love all you want. Them days, they care about that no more. I only want a black woman. Cool. To all you black love brothers, seriously. Cool. All us brothers that date more than sisters, we love dating sisters, and we love dating sisters and others. We just asked y'all to respect us like we respect you brothers who only date black American women. Do you, bruh? Seriously, do you? But as for the rest of us, all them little snide remarks that you give to interracial couples, I'm gonna tell you something. It ain't never caused no brother to go back and stop dating white women because y'all talk about brothers dating white women. Have that ever stopped? What about when brothers are dating Asian women? Did that make brothers, because y'all talk about the Asian woman and the black man, did that ever make them stop dating? Oh, it ain't. Okay, what about when y'all got something slick to say about a black man dating a Latin woman? Did the black men, such as myself, just stop dating Latin women? Or we didn't? So if we got enough sense to respect you, if you want to only date sisters, cool. But you running off the mouth and you sisters running off at the mouth as if black men gonna come back to you, we ain't. Those who are with you, they're with you. You better marry them dudes that are talking about black love, togetherness, oneness, the black queens, the mothers of the earth. The dudes that talk like that, you better marry them motherfuckers, because the rest of us are marrying who we want and not who people think we should marry. I'll say that again. We marry and date who we want. If it's a sister, cool. If it ain't, cool. You only date sisters. Cool. But don't be pissed at us because you see us walking down the street with a tall German chick. Fuck you and your German chick. We don't need to hear all that. We do not need to hear all of that. That's serious. Shout out to my brother Tanner. I mean my man F Tanner in the building for becoming a member. I appreciate you, brother. Really do. Because, and I'll tell you why I said that. Because this white woman is showing the exact same thing is happening in the white community. White girls are no longer waiting for white men to give them the okay to date black men. Just like black men ain't waiting around for the okay to date Latin women or Asian women or white women or Samoan women or Mongolian women. Black men are not waiting around for sisters to say, okay, we understand. We ain't waiting for you to understand ish. You ain't got to understand nothing what we do. All you black love, my sisters, my black queens, you brothers, we ain't waiting for y'all to understand why we do. Date the sisters, brother. We with you. Seriously, we are with you. Date the sisters in the States. But white women, just like black men, are no longer waiting around for the okay of white men. If you gonna insult me, they don't give a fuck. White women do not care if you say you're tainted because you dated a black man, and I'ma still keep fucking them. White women do not care about all the insults. White men, with all the insults and the racial remarks that you say to white women when they date black men, did it bring them back? Did you ever get your white women back after? They say once they go black, they never, no matter what you say, once they go black, they never. So they ain't never came back, huh? So no matter how many insults you throw as a white man, you ain't gonna never get that white girl back. You ain't gonna never get. We don't want her back. We don't need her back. Oh, you need her because y'all ain't got enough white people. Y'all running out of people, not kids. People. You running out of white people. Another 60 years, you dudes gonna be in a museum. Don't act like you don't need pure white women, white man. You running out of people, and that's globally. That's globally. The number one demographic of people that's running out and going extinct on the planet is you. So all them little snide remarks to scare or haunt white women because she don't want you no more If it were me and I was white, man, I find out what these brothers are doing to get these white women, and I would try my best to do it. I'll be a Justin Timberlake motherfucker, boy. You better believe that. I'll be Justin Timberlake and Eminem in one. Ain't no way in hell I'm gonna sit up there and think if I insult the white woman, she gonna come back to me after I done insulted her and her black kids. Be ready to be on welfare, knowing is more white people on welfare than black people. Be ready to be a single baby mama, knowing that y'all love sitting up there insulting somebody about their kids, but black men statistically make the best fathers, not white men. Recent survey shows. White men, here we go. Y'all ready? You are not going to insult white women back into your arms. I want to say this again. You are not going to be able to insult white women back into your arms. Those days are over. They are not going to pretend like they don't love black men. Just like we were looking at that video from the 70s and 80s. We just watched it. And those white women stood with the big breast out and were saying, listen, we like the brothers. Give a fuck about what you white boys got to say. They do not care. And they are serious about it. White women are serious of all ages, all over television. Some of the stars, as soon as their husbands die, you see them with a young brother on their arm. My husband died, he left me $3 billion. And next thing you know, they got this young ass brother on their arm. Shamelessly, white boys, shamelessly. Well, we never cared about our women anyway. It shows. We use our women. It shows. We only need them for breeding. It shows, white guy. Every insult that you try to show at white women, white boys, it shows. It shows. No wonder they stop fucking with y'all. Every time you insult a white woman for being with a Latin dude, an Asian dude, a black dude, a Native American guy, an East Indian, every time you insult them, all you do is prove her point why she left your white ass alone. So keep the insults coming, Paul. Keep the insults coming, because all you doing is proving the white woman made a wise decision to get with that East Indian brother or Native American dude or the black guy or the Latin guy. You just proving her point. The more you run off at your ignorant ass mouth, white boy. Black men don't give a fuck what black women talking about, and white women and Latin women and other women don't give a fuck about what they men talking about. Damn, what you talking about? You think my wife Andre give a damn about what a Latin dude got to say about our relationship? You think Andre gonna leave me because a couple of Latinas and Latinos over the last few years have had something slick to say, whether about me being an American or has something slick to say about me being black or something slick about me being older? Andre give less than a fuck about what people got to say about us. And so when I see my wife not giving a fuck, I can understand how white women, when it comes to what white men got to say about them, how much they don't give a fuck either. And you could take that one to the bank, old school. Take that one to the bank. White boys, y'all going extinct. You better come up with a brand new game plan, because that insulting shit and that DV, that ain't working no more. Getting drunk over Jeb's house and coming home, putting your hands on your woman, that ain't working no more. You getting drunk over Jeb's house, you coming home and your woman and them kids gone. Gone. You can't politic this away. You are going extinct, and you better come up with a game plan real fast, because in the next 10 to 40 years, we're going to be talking about, remember it used to be white people? When? Remember back in the day it used to be white people around? When? Come on, man. Remember a good 30, 40 years ago? It did used to be white people on the planet. You ain't lying, dog. I read you gonna be mad when your grandkids have to read about your ass in history books. You gonna be mad. Yes, man. Yes, from the Caucasus Islands, from the islands of Caucasus, from the mountains of Caucasus in the snow, came the Caucasian. They gonna have to read about your ass in history books, and you steady insulting the white woman for being with somebody else, and you think she gonna come back? Man, if you don't sit your dumb ass, that is stupid as hell. You know, white boy, you know you are going extinct, and you are busy insulting the one woman that can keep you from going extinct. You dumber than Tom Tucker, that dumb mother. You about as ignorant as Trump. You about as ignorant as Trump. Man, white boys, y'all ready? I'm gonna tell y'all something. The era of the cheating white boy should be over. You ain't got enough women and enough kids and enough lineage to be running around cheating on you. You can't afford to lose any white woman to any other race. You can't afford none of that ish. Even mixed kids might be light, but they still got brothers' complexions. I mean, brothers' facial features and noses and lips in there. They look like the daddy. They could be lighter than the DeBarge, but everybody know the DeBarge family, there's some black folks. What's my point? White boys, y'all doing it wrong. Y'all should be with some flowers. Y'all should be like back in the day when y'all would like pull out a handkerchief from your sleeve and courting the young ladies. You motherfuckers should be, y'all should be flowers, cards, and candy every day. It ain't enough of you motherfuckers around to be treating white women like, oh, well, shit, we'll get to it when we get to it. Okay, keep on getting your money. You ain't gonna be around to spend it. That's the one thing about money. You got to be around to spend it. We got our system set up. We've got the money. We've got the Rockefellers and Disfellers and the Rothschilds and all you mother don't mean nothing if you ain't here. What's the use to being a Rockefeller if ain't nobody else to rock with? If all the white people that hold the Rockefeller name up gone, the only reason these plutocrats stand strong is because all of us underneath hold them up. If it ain't nobody to hold them up, just like kingdoms come and empires come and fall, so does the ruling race. If y'all want to do an episode that's going to hit you upside the head, we can do an episode on the rise and fall of ruling races. We all walk around like the 800 years that the Moors ruled Europe didn't exist. 800, America ain't nowhere near 800 years old. And black people was just ruling their ass off in Europe. 800 years. The Mongolians, the Japanese, the Chinese empire. We act like white people just been in charge since they walked their ass out of cave. No, they hadn't. No, they hadn't. If you want to do a good study the rise and fall of ruling races. We've all had a turn at this thing. We've all had a turn at this thing. Some have been worse than others, but we've all had a turn at this thing. Your mother didn't know what a library was. Just imagine, we just go to the library and pick out a book. Europeans didn't know what a library was, didn't know what a bath was. Washing your ass. All the water in Europe, and they didn't know that you use the water to wash your ass. And they wonder why they have the Black Plague. White brothers, I ain't coming at you. This is good advice I'm trying to give you. And I know you ain't gonna listen to me because you're white and you think white is right. But time will tell. Like the old folks say, just keep on living, white folks. Keep on living. Your ass is going extinct. And if you don't do something about it and stop treating your women wrong, white women are saying, don't worry, Andre, you ain't got to, Andre, don't talk to white men no more. White women are telling us, don't give white men no more advice. Don't tell them how the right thing to do it. White women say, we ain't gonna say nothing else about it. You don't say nothing else about it, Andre. Let the white male dominant ass stay right over there. And we about to take our white woman ass and date everybody, have a baby by everybody else but white dudes. You motherfuckers going extinct. White women ain't got no problem with having babies. They having a problem with having your babies. You caught that? White women walking around this motherfucker pregnant like a motherfucker by these brothers. They ain't got no problem with having babies. They got a problem with having your baby. You better ask yourself something like, how the hell she love having an Asian baby? She like having a Latin baby, a black baby, a Native American baby, an Indonesian baby, but we going extinct. That means that white women have no problem getting pregnant by the motherfucker from India, but she will not get pregnant by the motherfucker from Indiana. You caught that, white boy? Did you catch that one? You need a baseball glove or baseball mitt for that one? She will go to India to get pregnant and fall in love with a motherfucker from India before she get pregnant and fall in love and get married with a motherfucker white boy from Indiana. That's why y'all ass is going extinct. So when it comes to interracial couples, white women don't give a fuck about what y'all talking about, that black love bullshit. They done. They ain't gonna be in the shadows no more waiting for y'all. Just give them can we just have a couple black men? Can we just have a couple of your men? I mean, you've got 87% of them. Can we just get a couple of them? White girls like, we want like 60% of them motherfuckers because we like them all. Latin girls are like, shit, if y'all gonna get some of them brothers, can we get some too? Shit, don't be greedy. Sisters are like, they all belong to us. White girls are like, no, they don't. Them days of hoarding black men is over, sisters. Sisters, now my time to talk to you. Hoarding black men, them days are fucking over. And all the black men that think that black love and togetherness, you niggas is crazy. You can sell that shit on TV, on camera, but in real life, white girls, Latin girls, Samoan girls, Native American women are coming for you, black man. Black man, they coming for you. They don't give a damn about what you're talking about. Only they black women, they will still stroke your ego. Only want a black woman. I don't know how I married this white girl. Somehow, some way, she did some amazing shit in my life. And my life has never been the same. I love this woman. Not because she's white, but because she's mine. It's brothers that have sworn on 12 Bibles, I'll never sleep with a white woman. Married to a white woman right now, got 4 kids. How the hell y'all talking about something? I don't mess with no white women. I don't mess with no white women, but you married a Latin woman. I don't mess with a white woman, but you married a woman from India. I don't mess with no white woman, but you went on it. It don't matter. All these women coming for you, brother. Mr. Handsome. Everybody coming for you. You thought that black women was gonna be the only ones coming for you for the rest of your life? Them days are done. done. All you, and I'm being honest, all you brothers that let sisters through your whole life convince you that you only are desired by sisters. And when, come on, let's be real. You walking through the mall and this gorgeous chick from India walks past you, smelling like curry, but she's sexy than the motherfucker, right? And you don't say nothing to her. Why? Because she's not attractive? Nope. Because she's not attractive? Nope. Because we as black men through our lives have been told by black women, don't nobody love you like we do. So you let the fine ass East Indian chick keep on walking. You don't say nothing to her because your black ass has been convinced that don't nobody else want you. And an East Indian woman wouldn't want you. A woman from Colombia wouldn't want you because the black woman told your dumb ass to believe it your whole life. And if it wasn't for passports, half of us wouldn't even know that these women want us. Because if we waited in the States, we'd have been too damn scared, half of us, to walk up to a Latin woman in real life. Walk up to a woman that's Native American in real life. Walk up to an African sister from Johannesburg in real life. Because the sisters in the States convinced your dumb ass and try to convince my dumb ass to believe the only women that will ever want you is a black. Well, nobody understands you. Ain't nobody ever been through slave. Wait a minute. You mean all them damn Brazilians that was enslaved ain't gonna understand slavery? They was on the same ships on the same. You talking about all them those women on the island from Turks and Caicos, all the women from Jamaica, all the women from Dominica, all the women from Dominican Republic, all the women from Puerto Rico, all our Cuban sisters. So you telling me none of them sisters understand slavery? Only black American women understand slavery. That's what you're trying to tell me. So the slavery that happened in Colombia, the enslavement of black women that came to Brazil, they will never understand me. Yeah. Okay, babe. So you tell me they will never, I got to turn my bring my voice down, Andre, trying to sleep. They will never understand me. You see how they brainwashed us to keep us? You see how they and now that they can't keep us, what do they say? We don't need you. We don't like you. You ain't that special anyway. You ain't got no money. You gay. The same ones that brainwashed us into thinking that other women weren't attracted to us. Now that we discovered that other women are attracted to us, all of a sudden the black man is gay. All of a sudden, that's an insult to the LGBTQ, which is their best friends. That's the crazy part. Y'all all friends, but got y'all gay friends, but y'all use y'all gay friends' sexual dynamic to insult black men. So are you really the friend of the LGBTQ black woman? Because you're always trying to use being gay as an insult to black men. Yeah, y'all gay. Y'all broke. I'm looking for a white man anyway. All these insults. Now that we know the truth, that we are the most desired men on the planet. Now we get the insults, not from the white men, not from the white women, not from the East Indian woman, not from the Japanese woman, not from the Philippine woman. Who gives us the most insults now that we've discovered that all these women desire us? The black woman. The black woman. Let's go to the comments real quick before we go back to the video. Shout out to all you guys. He said, never been afraid to be Captain Kirk. Yes, sir. In the words of my man Will, because Captain Kirk, if you're a true Star Trek fan, you know Captain Kirk was sleeping with anything, anybody. He didn't give a damn. He didn't give a damn about what Spock had to say, what Scotty had to say, what the doctor had to say. He was smashing Aurora. He smashed the sister. He smashed green chicks on other planet, purple pussy in another planet. Captain Kirk didn't give a damn. To us true Star Trek fans, we've seen Captain Kirk smash chicks dang near every other episode. He said, keep preaching facts, fam. Shout out to my man Play in the building. G says this. He said, white supremacy is a global system shaped by true fear of genetic annihilation, a fear of losing power and identity in a world where people of color are the majority. Dr. Francis Cress Wesley. Or Wilsey. Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. Tevin says this, Mr. Member for 21 months. Shout out to Tevin. Tevin says, greetings everywhere. He said, I'm late. I just got off. He said, got a working double shift. Got off work doing a double shift. Get your money, player. He said, I'm late. Just got a working double shift, not off work. He said, blessings, Andre, and everyone in the chat. Blessings to you too, Tevin. Glad to see you here. Let's get back to the video, gentlemen. Let's get back to the video.
That's why they like us.
Let's bring that back.
Hear about it. They say you're contaminated and stuff. Like, I've had guys tell me that multiple times.
Really?
Yes. Like, they
What's up with these guys, man? They don't sound confident at all.
I know. White men, like, are the most, like, unconfident. I don't want to say all of them, but all the ones I've met have always asked the question, have you ever been with a black guy?
I've never asked that question. That's really stupid. Like, that doesn't matter. Just, like, be confident, like, treat the girl good. That's wild.
Hey, where was
White woman explains why black men.
you at? Why wasn't you? You didn't answer your phone. I don't care what you gotta say.
Are now into snow bunnies.
Hey, where you at? Oh, traffic do be crazy at this time for real. You hungry? Well, I made spaghetti, but if you want that, I can make that. We could just have double. Okay, baby, I'll see you soon. Love you. Can't wait to see you. That's why they like us.
This old man came up to me and he was like, I hope you make better decisions in life. Just because I was with a black man.
They told me things like he's going to kidnap you and take you back to his country. And
Listen to these insults that white men give white women.
That's why they like us.
This old man came up to me and he was like, I hope you make better decisions in life. Just because I was with a black man.
they told me things like he's going to kidnap you and take you back to his country and this and like really crazy stuff. And I'm like, okay, never telling y'all anything. Like, and they wonder why I hide stuff. My first black boyfriend went crazy on me and just telling me, how dare you? You're not supposed to do this. Really just mess up things. So I was
It's hard to deal with that.
Yeah.
Anytime I mention that I like to date black men, the first comeback from insecure little white boys is, welcome to being a single mom. It is like clockwork. And then when I'm like, I'm already a single mom, but it's due to a white man. Then you guys want to take my 21-year-old daughter who is biracial and be like, no, that black man back in 2003, he made you a single mom. Which is not true because I got married when I was 3 months pregnant to my white ex-husband. So in fact, when she was born, I was a married mom. The reason she isn't mentioned isn't because I'm trying to hide her. I actually post her a lot on social media because I am a proud mama, okay? But she's 21. She lives in a different state. She's old enough to drink, vote, and buy cigarettes. I'm referring to my 3 minor children who are from a white man. Now, when I mention this, it is all for kinds of kicks and giggles, honestly. Like, I am not trying to throw shade at my ex-husband. He watches my videos. He doesn't care. No race of any man will ever make me a single mom again because I'm not going to be having any more kids. The reason it's even brought up is due to racial stereotypical judgment. So if it was a black man, he's a horrible man, and that's what I get for wanting to date black guys. So when it's a black man, it's his fault. When it's a white man, it's the white woman's fault. Make it makes sense.
Genuinely unsettling. Reason 10,000 why racism is rooted in jealousy. Tell me why I received this message of a white man saying, well, you look like you've dated black men, and if you have, none of us want you. I didn't know this was an attitude that a lot of white men hold, but apparently they think that white women who sleep with black men or with brown men, they become tainted in some way, and they no longer want that white woman. But this is absolutely rooted in jealousy, because why would it matter to them unless black men made them feel insecure? There is something about black men sleeping with white women who they view as their possessions that really gets them feeling angry, like they aren't good enough, because let's face it, they aren't. And white men are obsessed with black men's penises. Like, they talk about it often online. You'll see comments like, I bet she takes black dick or whatever. It's fucking weird and genuinely unsettling how much they talk about black men. If they weren't insecure,
Let's be honest, we all know this shit ain't got nothing to do with a motherfucking beard. White men are jealous of black men, especially in the army. You see it every day. No matter what color, race, anything you see how them black men get treated. Even from basic training, I've never heard a drill sergeant say to a white male, oh, you think you're back on the block. They only say that to to black dudes. They only say it to the black soldiers. That right there is just evident in how racist and stereotypical they are. But when it comes down to it, what they be the most mad about is that black people naturally and effortlessly exceed the standard physically in everything they do. And white men, while they can, and they do, they have to put a lot more work in it. With black people, that shit come easily. So they're jealous. It's really that simple. Those are my thoughts.
Let's talk about jealous white guys for a second. Now, truthfully, you don't get jealous black guys because they sort of know what their competition is, but there are some white guys who feel so entitled to get the woman that they want, but they feel under pressure from society that they need to have like lots of money to do it, and then they need to splash out loads of cash in order to get the girl that they want. Let me repeat, right? Generally speaking, women are not trophies. Women fall in love with charm, charisma, personality. Yeah, also looks, but you've got to be a nice person at the end of the day. And if you're pretentious, if you're snobby, if you're splashing the cash, you know, whining and dining women for absolutely no reason, getting annoyed because the girl you're dating, her ex was a black dude, and then you're getting all jealous about it, there's just no need for it. So I have to say, from my experience, I think that this just needs to go.
I found why white men don't like us.
There's only ugly guys, so what can you do?
Ugly dudes everywhere?
I would say, honestly, I've seen a couple guys that were cute, but the one had a girlfriend, it looked like.
So one, what's your go-to type of guy? What are you looking for?
Hopefully black.
Very muscly,
Be above 6 foot, be dark skin.
Girls are some like BBGC lovers, right?
I guess.
All the dudes are ugly, and then she says she's into black dudes. Black dudes are the ugliest dudes. No offense. For black people on this one, you can have her, I guess. Go make some science experiment babies with these retarded white women.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, we don't want her. You can keep her, in fact. I must say, don't get mad at us, because your women see how crazy y'all are. See the statistics y'all uphold with children, women, grape, all those things. And then they try to choose a man who's kind. Don't get mad at black people, black men specifically. Just understand your role. Maybe be kinder, and maybe they'll want to actually have your babies. But black men, we don't really want your women. So, you know, don't make this the reason why you start to kirk out. No pun intended.
Enter the Passport Bros. My brother Andre Spence love crossing borders. Enter that. The sisters are upset. And they're surveilling the brothers going overseas because they don't like that globalization has hit the black love market. Now they have to compete against Greta Uma, Marta, May May, Ling Ling, Bruna, etc. Now they got to compete against all them. In addition to competing against Rachel, Leslie, Helen, here in the United States, Lourdes, and all the rest. Competition for scarce resources. Black men, like she described in that video, suited, booted, look good, smell good. Put on my oud tonight. My Lattafa oud. Look good, smell good, well groomed, got they act together, got a nice.
Shout out to old man with the Lattafa oud, as well as shout out to T-Mac with the $10 love and Obadiah with the $5 love on the Cash App. Appreciate you, gentlemen.
Condo, got a nice apartment, got a nice house. They might have a nice car. Can take a lady out, show her a nice time. He's going places. He's got a plan. He's working his plan. Those brothers are in high demand. How do we know this? You just heard the sister, you know, trying to do the Nancy Wilson there.
Black people here in America, the black men over here in America, we can go anywhere and get a bitch. We can go take a black man from America right now, drop him in Budapest, drop him in China, drop him in Korea, drop him anywhere in the world, a black man from America, and everybody's gonna look at him in awe like they're watching God. Oh my God. And we can get any bitch we want on the planet, wherever we go. Why? Because we the ones. We the originals.
As black men, we're the most desired men in the world. Are we? Yes. Black women don't hold that same sentiment. You can say, oh yeah, if it's a black woman and she was just like, hey yo, I don't like black men, I like white dudes. It doesn't affect you and it doesn't poke at your heart the same exact way where it pokes at her heart, where she already lives for the black man. You wake up and you like, hey yo, no matter what, I'm loved.
You feel like that. Every man don't feel like that. You gotta take yourself out of the situation. You really don't know how dark it is for a lot of dudes out here.
I'm not saying every single black man. What I'm saying is the statistics say that black men are the most desired men in the world. You know why? We embody the traits that men possess the most optically to women, so they desire that. So with that being said, black men can't say that we could compare one-to-one how we would hear a black woman say, I'm not into black men.
I highly recommend marrying black men. A lot of Arab and brown women are reaching out and they're trying to find black men. And I say black men are kind. They're very secure in their masculinity. They're also gentle. They're also not like I see this a lot in the Arab community because I grew up in it. Men get very shy that their women are out there, or their women work, or their woman does something. And black men are very chill and secure about it. Like, she's on her deen, she's respecting herself. I'm not going to feel shy about this. And that's a huge cultural difference that I definitely appreciate from marrying a black man. So do yourself a favor, ladies. Find yourself a black man.
So my worst relationship I've ever had was with a black man. And the best relationship I've ever had was with a black man. Right. There's a lot of bashing right now with black men, and I need to say this. The issue is bigger than race. What was the main difference between the two? The man that I had a horrible relationship with wasn't raised with his mother or father. The man that I had an amazing relationship with, he was raised with both mother and father, and they're still together to this day. And I will die on the hill that trauma is the biggest problem we're fighting against. And the fact.
So I'm trying to understand. Shout out to my man Jaquez with the $10 love on Cash App. I'm still trying to understand. Now, this was a sister who did a face-to-face interview with Kevin Samuels. She's one of the few people that was literally face-to-face with him with an interview, right? If the best relationship you had was with a brother, how come you didn't marry the brother? I'm trying to understand this. I understand about the other dude, but if you're still cool with his parents to this day, still cool with his parents to this day. So I'm still trying to understand, how come she didn't get married to the one that was the best relationship she ever had? Inquiring minds just want to know. Seems like it. Seems like a lot of women just want to be with the dude in the name of, and not being in something serious. Hey, and I'm gonna say something straight up. As a straight up dude, cool with me. If I was the good dude that was just smashing her and beating that coochie up and busting on her face. Seriously, if I was the dude that was busting on her face and she didn't want to get married, I'd be like, cool with me. I get all the benefits. You saying I'm the best relationship you ever had. You know my mama and daddy. And I get to bust on your face and I ain't got to lose half my money in divorce. Sign me up. Sign me up. So shout out to that brother. She thought she could do better. Yep. She still has time because because of simp supply, these women don't want to marry and do not. This is so true. She just pretended to want marriage because it makes women look moral. That's a good point. But they really want to be in the streets. It's basically American tradition. Yeah, you guys are making a great point.
That's that. Unfortunately, for those who do not know what love is, they didn't grow up with it, they have a hard time receiving it, reciprocating it, and appreciating it. When they grow up in a place where trauma, pain, suffering, being isolated is the norm, they're going to...
And she's Jamaican too, like straight from the islands, Jamaican.
...to seek it in adulthood. Unfortunately, in the Black community, there's a lot of people growing up without love, without care, without someone to be with them and show them what love is all about. Therefore, they grow up becoming inherently mean, evil, selfish, and horrible partners. And that's why I always advocate for therapy, but that's a whole nother story. If you are dating Black men, please do the due diligence of assessing how they were raised, what trauma they are holding on to. Is it still new to them? Is it still fresh for them? If they are getting excited when they tell the story of what they've been through, or it's like the highlight, that means they haven't resolved it. It's not old news, it's still front of mind, and it's still going to carry weight in your relationship. Do not get attached to a man who will not know how to love you. It will be so painful when you are trying to pour into a broken glass. That's exactly what's going on.
Now, I want to talk about something because I like to praise men, especially good men that are doing well in this world. And the reason why is because men are the head of the homes and they're the leaders. And I just feel like with all the slander and man-hating stuff, there has to be some type of positivity. And one of the things I've noticed is Black men get crucified at anything and everything that they do. And they're always seen in such a bad light. But at least for me, I've always felt the most loved and protected by Black men. My father's a Black man, my man's a Black man. You don't understand. The love is there. The love will always be cherished and well-deserved. So I want to give you guys your kudos and credit to you men who are the light that we need in this world, especially in this chaotic world. And I want to show you a video that brought me to tears.
This kid is walking down the side of the highway and my husband just pulled over and seen him. And I didn't see how I was laying here in the sleeper, but ain't nowhere, this is the highway. And my husband he said he gotta go help him to see where he going. Ain't nowhere around here to go. No homes or nothing. This is the freeway. And he was walking past it and he just started walking back towards this way. And now look at my husband embracing him. And it looked like the kid is crying. Jesus.
God is good.
Have your way, Lord. Have your way.
Now, I'm pretty sure this hit home for a lot of people. If you ever been homeless, if you ever lived in poverty, if you ever had a mother that kicked you out or a father that kicked you out and nobody in your corner and you feel alone, this video will probably resonate with you. The fact that a grown man can get out of his car, stop whatever he's doing to go and hug that kid that he don't even know says a lot. Guys, we need more compassion in this world. We need more empathy and we need more consideration. You don't know what people struggle with. You don't know what men are facing. And a lot of the men you guys see today that are living lavishing lives, that are rich and all that, you don't know what they did to get there. Thank you to men like this and women like her for even stopping You know, to you guys, it might just be a hug. To you, it might just be a little conversation. But to that boy, when probably nobody was in his corner, could you imagine how young he is walking the streets? You know what that feels like? The survival mode, the hypervigilance, the being scared. That boy had a life that he had to start off bumpy, rocky, and awful. Thank you to men like this who will literally put their life on the line, take the time to go love another man and give another man words of wisdom. And I just want to like show you one more thing, y'all, because man, this morning I watched this, I was crying so bad because like I said, I've been kicked out. I've been homeless. I know what it's like to walk the streets. Not the best thing to say, but y'all, it's true. And I don't mean walk the streets like that just from being homeless. Don't misconstrue. Thank you so much to beautiful men that are like this, and shout out to his wife who is like this. Y'all, I'm pretty sure we all have a wound from our parents. Like I said before, if you've gotten kicked out of your house, if you've been kicked to the curb, you had to live by yourself, you've been homeless. This resonated with me so heavy, y'all, to the point where, man, I was crying even during watching this again. I'm so glad that there's people out here that still care. I'm so glad that no matter what, even if there's evil in this world, there'll always be good. And like I said, y'all, change the perception of your life, the way you view life and stuff, because I promise you, God will put people in your life that deserve to be there. Just in the middle of it, that storm and all that is just something you got to get past. And I'm telling you, dark times will pass. I promise you, y'all, you're worthy of being here. If you're a man, you're the prize. You're worthy of being everything you can be in the future. And I pray to God you overcome being homeless, overcome not having a car, overcome being broke. Well, I don't care, y'all. Whatever it is, you're still worthy. Don't let this world make you feel belittled, and don't let nobody make you feel bad. People like this are exactly why I want to be in this world every single day. Y'all, this is so beautiful. I'm so tired of the black man slander because, like I said, this is the black man I grew up around. So this just made me feel so great at heart to know there's still men out here like this, and black women that are God in heaven saying, I love you guys to death. Because like I said, y'all, they could have kept driving. They did not have to stop for that boy. Amen. God is good, y'all. I be telling y'all, God is good. Believe it. Have a good one. I love you. Be
crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious, crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious, crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
All right, so I'm gonna ask you. You said you Puerto Rican Ecuadorian. Black men or white men? You want the Morris Chestnut or Ashton Kutcher?
Black men, black men, black men, all the way.
What you like about black men?
Listen. Their beautiful skin, their color, personalities. Got cut.
You don't know why I'm dating this girl. Who I'm fucking is not up for discussion. I'm a grown-ass man, dog.
How to make your Black American man happy.
I actually think that Black American women could benefit from a little bit of competition. One of the reasons I like to post what we see these other races of women saying about black men is because it really takes things in context. If black men were so horrible and there were these bad dusties that didn't have nothing going for themselves and they were snow bunnied or gay or in prison or pookie-fied or ain't got nothing positive going on, like if that was true, then you wouldn't have other races of women who are singing the praises. So I came across this video I thought was really interesting. It looks like all of her content is about relationships with Western men, the black men. It looks like she's in a relationship with a black man to my understanding, but it is a content creator. And she did this video about basically how to be in a relationship with a black American man. And it's really interesting that this kind of content is going on. At the same time, you still got some ladies, not all, because I know some black men are now, they're rolling it back. And you still got some black men out there who are promoting foolishness.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And trying to throw black men under the bus. You have other races of women that are walking and running and saying, hey, like, sign me up. So I want to listen to what this woman has to say. It is probably one of the least controversial things. I haven't even heard it, but I bet you was just basic common sense. But I want y'all to know that at the same time, you got black women who are trying to convince you that black American men are no good. You got other races of women who are flocking to them, who are happily accepting them. So at some point, we have to ask ourselves, is it really true that there are no good black men?
All right, let's go over this again. While black women proclaim to be the blueprint, they feel the most threatened by white women. White women do not see black women as competition. But you want to know who they do see as competition? Asian women. Stay with me now, stay with me. While Asian women confidently know that the Oxford study exists for a reason, there is a group of women that they're genuinely terrified by. And that's going to be the Latinas. Oh yeah, it's getting spicy now. There's no Latina on earth that thinks an Asian woman stands a chance against her. A lot of Latina confidence comes from curviness, and they know they have that in spades. But there is one group of women that genuinely has the Latinas shook, and that's going to be the Middle Eastern women. Oh yes. You might not know about this yet, but the Middle Eastern women have a secret war they've been waging against the Latinas for years now.
True.
It might be a lesser known beef, but it's strong, and they got these Latinas sweating. But you want to know who keeps the Middle Eastern women up at night? The group of women that have the Middle Eastern women thinking, if I lost my man to a woman like that, I would just throw myself off a bridge. The black women. And now the circle is complete. Black women are not even the least bit worried about Arabic women. In fact, in my personal experience, that beef is completely one-sided. I've never really heard any black women complain about Middle Eastern women, but I've heard a lot of Middle Eastern women terrified at the prospect of losing their man to a black girl. Now, the question becomes, how do you use this information? It's very simple. Every time you're dealing with a woman, especially outside your race, you can hint at the fact that you might have a liking towards the group of women that her race might be threatened by. Competition anxiety will naturally kick in, and she'll want to do everything in her power to impress you. It's me, Jason, favorite mad scientist, do with all this information what you must.
Where are all the good black men? Now, good black men, what that basically means is black men who are out here competing, living life above board and competing. Simple as that. I call him Blake Henry, I call him Blue Henry, and I call him the Hit Squad. We're all the good black men. Now, I will say something. This is something you've heard a lot of sisters talk about for the longest. We're all the good black men. We're all the good black men. As if good black men went extinct right along with the dinosaurs. However, over the last several years, many credible outlets have shown and proved that not only do good black men exist, they're plentiful. They are plentiful, which is kind of a twist to a lot of folks because, ladies, the question isn't where are the good black men? The question is, what would you do if you got one?
Cook.
What would you do if you got one?
I don't give a fuck what nobody got to say. Guess what? When it comes to interracial dating, this is my opinion. Be with who makes you happy. If being with a white woman is going to make you happy as a black man, well, guess what, my brother? Go be with that white woman. You see what I mean? That's not saying you weak. That's not saying you less of a man. That's not demaculating you. That's not doing none of those things. It's like this right here. If that white woman going to bring you love, peace, happiness, she going to support you. If she going to put you in an environment where you can thrive and be the man you need to be, go be with her. Because I'm going to tell y'all the truth. All this black on black shit, it is bullshit. Don't nobody tell a black man the way a black woman does, and that's the truth. Like, yeah, we get hit from everybody in the world as a black man. Everybody really hate us, but I'm gonna tell you something. That shit hit different when it comes from a black woman. See, black women want black men to uplift them, but they got every reason and every fault to find to tell black men down. If a white woman gonna bring you happiness, my brother, go be with her. I see no color or race. We all are one, and we all equal. That's our.
In the words of my brother, go where you are appreciated and not just tolerated. Yes, sir. I can't disappoint Dr. Umar. Y'all stupid, bro. I swear y'all stupid. Shout out to you guys, man. Appreciate all you gentlemen being here. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about the situation that took place in Cartagena with the fight in the Club Delirium that went viral over this past week. We're going to talk about that. We're going to have some guys that live in Cartagena give their opinion of what took place and what they've heard through the grapevine of what took place with that fight. Was it two guys fighting over pay for play and it got out of hand? Or was it some sisters involved from the States and it got out of hand? Either way, it made brothers and sisters from the States look real bad in Cartagena. So we're going to be looking at that mañana, tomorrow at 7 o'clock. So shout out to all you guys that are here tonight. But most of all, I want to continue to encourage you men of color, you brothers, to the point where you realize that no matter what the sisters are saying, you are desired globally. Not just by them. There are many good sisters that do desire black men. But even the good sisters have to acknowledge that there are good white women that want us, good Latin women that see being good. A good black woman is no longer prerequisite to guaranteeing her to get a black man. It used to be. There was a time where all you had to do was be a good woman, the type of woman that most black men wanted, and hey, they were scooping up the good sisters in droves. Where are the good women? They're married. Used to be like that. Not anymore. There are good sisters out there that deserve to have a husband, but they don't have one. Why? Well, one of the reasons, not the only, but one of the reasons is there are good Asian women, good white women, good Arabic women, good Latin women. So just being good and black doesn't guarantee you a black man. There are a lot of brothers that are marrying good women in other cultures as well. So sisters, be ready, because this is, whether you want to acknowledge it or not, it is a competition. Shout out to all you guys that are here. Let's get ready to do these outro videos. And I'll be seeing you guys mañana.
Like it or love it, it's double or nothing. You ain't getting money, then you bugging. Damn fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck, up the budget, cashing it in. Damn, I'm a bucket. OD, you know I overdoes it. If it ain't moolah, we cannot discuss it. Her name ain't Erica, she finna bust it. Her name ain't Mega, but yeah, she a stallion. The way that we dressin' ran out of Italian. New chain bustin', peep the medallion. Pour your own troubles out by the gallon. Her name ain't Lotta, but she from the south. Her name ain't Ruby, she got a big mouth. Putting it in, she staking it out. Putting it in, she staking it out. She like salsa, one in a hole, just like a golfer. If you ain't leeching, what can you offer? Ain't got it, they just be talkers. Ain't got it, they just be talkers. They gon' tell you what you wanna hear. Yeah, put you in a nice pair. Bet if you don't listen.
All this shit from me, I'm making her wet. It's double line, you know we the set. They know we up next, that's why they upset. Diamonds on me, and you know it's baguettes. Ballin' so hot, man, I need me a rap. If you ain't on time, then you being left. Can't live in the past, ain't got no regrets. Ain't looking for love, just want me. Like it or love it, still gotta respect it. How you in first, but you coming in second. They watching your next, so you gotta protect it. Running it up and we breaking the records. You gave us your last, you should've just kept it. Eyes on me as soon as I step in. The eye on me, you know what I'm reppin'. It's eyes, so yeah, you know what we dressing. Our blessings is coming, they know that we destined. Like it or love it, they know how we coming. Just send us the budget, send us the budget. She wanna second, my hands on her weed. She tell me don't touch it. What you doing? We bringing them vibes, they know we don't force it. Tell them don't rush us. Don't rush us at all. Hate us or love us, it really don't matter. Ain't holding no grudges. Like it or love it, it's double or nothing. You ain't getting money, then you bugging. Damn fat, you know I'ma hug it. Lows by the truck, up the budget, cashing it in. Damn, I'm a bucket. OD, you know I overdoes it. If it ain't moolah, we cannot discuss it. Her name ain't Erica, she finna bust it. She want me to touch it, I'm making her cream. Like she a Russian, she for the team. She bring her cousins, I'm bringing my brothers. Now it's the scene, and we all for being. Like it or love it, I had just dub it. Ain't no in between, no in between. She for the streets, feeling so geek. She for the streets, feeling so geek. Like it or love it, they know how we coming.
I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. wishing I could.